I don't even
Very mysterious.
I don't even have the music.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like what they based that supernatural episode on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was a lost colony of Roanoke. Some people just say they were all killed by Native Americans, but there's no trace left, which is a little weird.
Depending on the tribe, they might have been eaten.
We might want to hold off on that because we're live.
Oh.
Anywho, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our Shattered Earth campaign. Last week, we did some world building. Hope everybody was able to listen in on that. We started building Wackville Falls, the location of our next campaign, which was kind of exciting to go through. We were using what's the name of it now? Quiet Year. And we got through spring and summer, and yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it.
I had a good time. I really want to call it Moose Chan though.
We're not calling it Moose Chan.
Ooh.
And how about you, Gadget? What did you think of the Quiet Year?
It was enjoyable. It was it's not what I was expecting it to be, but it was interesting.
I did draw a penis in the waterfall. It was there the whole time.
Wow.
You're welcome. It's a big waterfall.
The big penis too?
Yep.
Did you draw it at the top, kind of spouting the waterfall out, or?
No, actually, it was going against the current.
Oh man.
Rider. Yeah.
Anyway, I can't get over how good. I'm not even gonna say it, but like I think the ring light I got is quite.
It's very nice.
Nice.
Illuminating.
You want to know how much I spent on it?
Yes.
How much?
$10.
10 Canadian dollars?
10 Canadian dollars, which is like two
It's like
American.
20 American dollars.
It was like 2 American.
Oh,
You go down for Canadian dollars.
you're right, my bad.
That's so. I
I
mean,
don't know, your economy could be better than mine.
no, not even close.
No? You need more
Anyway,
than-
so
I feel like we have more natural resources.
We have the frozen tundra. You got ice.
There's so much oil in there, though.
yeah, we have a ton of oil here. Yeah, so don't invade us because I know you guys like to do that.
What are you talking about?
Maybe. One
Oh,
of these
nothing,
days.
nothing.
I'll
Cody,
let you know
Cody,
if I'm on the way.
you're very quiet, by the way. Okay, so
Hello.
let's pull stuff up here. Welcome back, everyone.
Thanks.
This is our Shattered Earth campaign. A Shattered Earth campaign is the campaign that I have created. It is a campaign based in a post-apocalyptic Texas in the year 2217. We're actually coming up to the end of October here, so we're close to 2218. Anyway, Shattered Earth campaign, we're not going to get into it, but it basically has two books that we use, which is 5th edition and Ultramodern 5, and then just some homebrew stuff as well. It also, yeah, everything is kind of designed by me. The idea of how this apocalypse happened is a portal was opened to another dimension. That other dimension was full of like mythological creatures from like Tolkien type of stuff. So elves, orcs, gnomes, fairies, things like that. They came over from this other dimension.
And cats.
Tabaxi, yes, you're correct. They came over from this other dimension and we accepted them. And then a little bit later, some magic came over from the other dimension. So like ley lines drifted through, and that allowed humans also to learn magic, which is why there's some arcane magic as well in the world. On top of that, there is monsters that came over. Once the monsters started coming over, the intelligent folk went underground, and then the ones who couldn't afford it stayed above ground. And when the nukes flew to try and get rid of the dragons, that's when the world kind of died. There's a very sparse population on the Earth currently. But yeah, fun times. So all three of you were there last week, or 2 weeks ago, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So we're going to have Beta and Gadget play rock, paper, scissors.
We're doing like the 1, 2, 3 shoot.
Yes.
Sure.
His camera's
One.
glitching. This is gonna be rough. Okay, 1,
2,
2.
3. This is not gonna work, man. There's too.
Okay. All right, both of you, close your eyes. All right, one,
do it that way.
3, shoot. Open your eyes.
All right. So
Oh, you bastard.
Veda and Dash play rock, paper, scissors now.
Wait, what now? Oh,
Yeah, Veda and Dash. So now the loser of this one has to do it.
oh dear. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Oh, that's a tie.
Oh.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot. Yes.
Ah, you got me.
Veda,
Always
you
paper.
gotta do it.
Well,
I'd say
I'm
that.
gonna
I'd say that
anyway.
was pretty fair. What do you mean?
Biased.
How is it biased?
Anyway.
Hey, don't ask questions. I got your back.
Okay, last time. So, we left the Beast Riders. We're driving along. Well, Gadget's driving. He sees some slight movement, a green vibrating thing. Veda sees nothing. Elaine approaches with chocolate, because of course she does. And it's a 12-foot tall mutant who's actually a child who was taken by the Metamorphosis League. So their name is Isla, and they were 7 years old. Parents probably sold her. She's very sad. And of course, Isla is coming with us, and she rides on top of the car, and the car is a champion, and it does not break. Oh, and then we get to Blanco State Park. Angel is not super excited about Laffy Taffy, but I think she will grow to love him. She did not know dragons could be mutated, so that's food for thought. And we make it to Misery. There's a whole bunch of watchtowers, sheet metal walls. It's super... like, it had to glow up since the last time we were there. It's a cool house in the center. Dash is at the gate. He's like, come on in. Let me show you my crib. So we go in. He has like a west wing. There's a bunch of rooms for everyone else to stay in. And then like the east wing where his family is. And we see Element and Ilaria and Valenthea. Loesch and Luke. Veda gets a super cool badge that she gets to wear around the town and boss around lieutenants. Let's see. They talk about how the portal might be opening. Increases in rabid animals, darkness leaking in. Elwyn takes over and sort of tries to make out a deal with Dash about restoring Valenthea's memories. They debate about the cult. That's not a cult. So it's a Velwyn Society for Arcane Martial Prowess. Dash ends up being super suave and makes a deal for 2 favors and 1 medium favor from Elwyn. So he owes Elwyn 2 favors, but then he gets a medium favor after Valenthea gets her memories back. But then we kind of figure out that Valenthea wasn't part of that deal. Maybe something bad could happen when she gets her memories back, so it didn't actually happen, so it's on the sidebar for now. We figure out Molly's learning magic, and she's super good at it. Scarlett and Emily are running a cafe and bakery. They're having a good time. There were weird lights around the area where Veda first found Elwyn. People try to enter, get turned away, so they're going to try to investigate that. Let's see. Dash and Valenthea. He tells her about Elwyn's deal. She's going to think about it. Let's see. Molly's doing really well, and they think she might be a sorcerer because the weird mark and power lineage that was revealed. Isla ends up accidentally, like, smacking a child into a wall and is surrounded by guards, and Veda's like, stand down. They help Isla. They help the other poor unnamed child that we never bothered to see who it was, but hey, they're probably fine. Gadget and Dash had a little bit of a standoff with the anti-mutagen, but I guess Gadget's gonna get it back now because he doesn't want any mutants running around, unless they wanted to be mutants, but let's see.
That kind of got resolved.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a thing.
Well, it got resolved
it's
because
fine.
you used it on Isla.
Yeah.
Akira, the necromancer, she gets Gadget and Dash to go visit her. She doesn't want to show Gadget what she's working on because she's super secretive. But is a radio transmitter. And she's trying to, like, earn her room and board, and she eventually agrees to help Gadget because he's like, hey, I'm really into this kind of stuff. And Dash kind of moves in and makes a deal. Kenny totally innocently visits Molly, and they have a good time, and he gets a stuffed bear to give to Isla. Loves the bear. Then everyone goes drinking with Dash. Elaine secretly goes off, visits Scarlet, explains how they're sort of related, and the husband who died, what was his name? Oh, it starts with an O.
Owen.
Was related to Elaine's husband and all this craziness, so they're sort of like, by law, relatives, and they had a moment. Veda almost wins the drinking contest, and then Elaine returns and defeats everybody. And Kenny sneaks out. And sneaks in the window in Molly's room. And slits her throat. And then she casts Thunder Wave. And then he covers her in gasoline and lights her on fire. And makes his way into the night. The end.
Yeesh.
Yeah. Fun episode.
Alright.
We done did it.
Yeah.
Going pretty good until the horrific murder.
Yeah,
Of a child.
everything was going great until we decided to kill a child.
Weird.
Every
Just
D&D
brings
party
down
does.
a room.
That's fine. We can find more. They're all over the place.
Yeah, for sure. Let's find someone who looks similar to Molly. Okay, so I was hoping that Kat would get here, you know, during that recap. I gave her an extra 15 minutes. She still ain't here.
Who just
She's
hopped
in
on?
the chat.
I'm here.
Oh,
She's in chat.
sorry, I don't hear
Be
that
of
when
little
I'm
faith.
doing streaming. So
Oh, it's just
Right.
don't care about soldiers. I see how it
Mhm.
is. Messed up, fam.
are you?
Sorry, I was trying to eat my food.
Are you joking me?
Here.
I am joking you.
Well, I'm
Joking
not
all
truthing
over
you.
you.
Well, she broke it and then like broke. So now I got fix.
I'm good at that. It's So, little do you know, it's my superpower.
Ooh.
I'm not supposed to tell anybody.
Specifically, break Twitch streams.
I'm So you've all heard of Wreck-It Ralph. I'm
Oh.
Wreck-It Renee.
That's fair. So we're gonna delete.
Loading away.
Yes, or
Yeah, exactly.
all right. Perfect.
Are Gar and Despina joining us?
Possibly.
How about Kenny?
Kenny is still in Hawaii, so that's going to be a negatory
Hawaii.
spaceman.
Oh, that's too bad.
Because he decided taking his laptop to Hawaii was for losers.
You know what else is for losers? Hawaii.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you there. Hawaii is pretty magical,
about
except for the giant centipedes.
I've never been to Hawaii, so I have no idea.
I haven't either, but I want to go.
I want to see these giant centipedes.
Yeah, that's why I want to go.
Nope.
You know what? Let's all plan a Hawaii trip, and we'll leave Nathan behind.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do a Hawaii trip in character.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right.
Honestly, doing anything in character sounds fun.
The
lot of
characters
props.
of our next campaign are based in the actual real world in modern times, so we could actually go to Hawaii as a bunch of people in way northern Canada.
Joke's on
We're
you,
gonna
they're just
and we're
be
gonna
furry.
solve the occult
costume all the
crimes
time.
that are happening in Hawaii.
All right. Are we ready for this? Are you guys ready to find out that I lied to you last time?
Scandal.
I don't know what I'm ready for,
It's
but
all been
I'm
a dream
here.
this whole time.
So
It was all
None of us
a
ever left the
dream.
bunker.
Yes. You are all actually bunker babies.
I knew it.
We have a wonderful ending of it was all purgatory the entire time.
Yeah, I quit.
Well, welcome to
man,
welcome to
whatever drugs
Lost
they're testing
2.0.
on us in prison are wild.
Okay. So, Dash, you hear the alarm bells going off in the center of town.
Okay, what time is it? Am I hammered?
No, we're pretty
Uh,
smashed.
Yes, all of you are smashed.
Okay.
It is probably about 2 or 3 a.m.
Sleep.
What is that noise?
It's fine.
The best use of a sleep spell ever.
Can't take credit. My
Yeah.
He's broken.
He stole that from his brother.
yeah.
He's told that
It's
story
still
quite
the
a bit.
best.
That was a good story.
Yeah.
Anywho, all right. So, wake up out of my stupor, stumble, looking for my pants and my radio, and
You wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. I get it.
Always.
Okay, so you find your radio. What are you calling across it?
all right. Who's usually on a night shift, like looking after everything?
Are we still keeping it within your crew, or would you have expanded?
Very likely the crew.
It'd probably be Janice then. She seems like a night owl to me.
Gotcha. So I'll get on the phone. Janice, what's going on? Over.
I'm not 100% sure at this time. I'm got to do some investigating, but I'll find out soon.
All right. Give me a ring when you know for sure.
Don't worry, I will. Okay. Are you actually like getting up and ready, or like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after about 5 minutes, you're probably ready to go, and you hear another a thing come across the radio, and it's like there has been a fire at Molly and Scarlett's house.
Oh hell. Okay.
It does not look pretty.
All right. Is it all right? You've dispatched like the proper.
We are taking care of it to the best of our ability, yes.
All right. I'll be right over. Then I'll make my way there.
Are you bringing anybody else or just you?
Well, I'll wake up Thea if she wants to go, but
Thea's still in a wheelchair.
Well, she can get around. I have made misery a wheelchair accessible everywhere.
And it has a motor, so she can just zoom.
Yeah.
Why does it have a
They're
motor?
very
It
supportive
also
of
has
the.
expandable wings, so she can glide up over the buildings.
Yeah, no.
She's got rocket launchers hooked in. Just.
Tricked out wheelchair.
It's actually like a transforming mech wheelchair.
He plans on putting tank wheels on it at some point.
Yeah. I got
Anyway.
one. I just have to find a matching one.
Valianthea wakes up with you, and she's rolling through the halls after getting changed, and she's coming down with you.
All right, all right. Veda and Elaine will probably want to be part of this too, so I'll knock on their doors and tell them.
Okay.
It can't be morning yet. Tell them to come
Let's go.
down.
Get
What's
up.
going
get up.
on?
Scarlett and Molly's house is on fire.
What?
What?
I need your help.
Okay.
I'm gonna just kind of scramble and just grab whatever and run out the door.
Yep, same.
You guys burst out the door, head on your way.
We'll knock on Gadget store as we run. I don't know if he stayed the night.
Yeah, story.
Good.
There's a fire.
I didn't do it.
That's
What?
suspicious. Let's go.
Okay.
What are these
I'm
noises
go-
that are happening? Are these dogs?
I'll give you one guess.
All right,
Mine's being nice and quiet, but go Roxy.
my dogs are in their kennel going to bed because it is 10 a.m. here, and that's bedtime. Sorry, 10 p.m. here. Anyway, so you head out on your way, running across town. You see the giant inferno on top of a house further on down the road. What do you do?
Oh, can I see inside the house at all?
It's very smoky and very on fire. Scarlet is screaming from inside the house.
I'm
Okay.
gonna blink.
Does it look like the flames have gotten to the front door at all?
Roll a perception check, I guess.
Blink is how far does blink go?
I think that's a 17. I don't remember what my perception is. I think it's
30 feet. So I can go 30 feet in the house.
either a 16 or a 17 because I rolled a 10.
Okay. So you do see that the flames have expanded throughout the house. There's people outside, like of the security team, who are putting on like flame retardant gear of whatever they can find, like leathers and stuff. I don't know.
Okay.
And they are about to run into the house.
Do I know like which rooms? Like, do I know Scarlett's house all right?
How much would you spend time there?
I don't know, but I think I would have built it, or at least had it built.
I'm going straight for the front door.
I mean,
So I
Or like
blinked
wherever
back.
I can tell like there's less
thi-
flame,
this,
I guess.
this was one of the houses that were previously there. Like Emily moved out and went into a new house. This was one of
Okay.
the houses that was there to begin with.
Okay, then I'm gonna cast Fire Shield on myself and run in.
Okay. That like encases you in flame, correct?
Yeah,
It just makes you resistant or immune.
that's it, just resistant.
Okay. So you run in, and
This is gonna hurt.
are following the screams. You're running in as well, Elaine?
Yeah, I'm just going straight in. I'm not even stopping.
I magicked myself 30 feet in and then kept running.
All right. You feel the flames like against your skin, like they are also you, Veda, feel it like exceptionally bad because you are covered in fur.
Fair enough.
So you start smelling the burnt hair that's coming off of Veda. You hear the screams coming from the one room, and you kind of, you basically go straight and to the left, and that's where the screams are coming from. You hear like the crackle of the flames all around you. You smell the burning wood and metal and garbage. Like everything inside the house is on fire right now because it's spread from this one room because there was a bit of an accelerant used. Anyway, so you run into that room, and Veda, you take 18 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Elaine, you take 15 points of fire damage, and Dash, you take 8 points of fire damage. Scarlet is holding like a lump in a blanket, and she's screaming for help.
I pick her up.
Okay.
Because I can move with somebody that I don't get a penalty, so I just use my double dash and try to sprint out the door with her and the bundle.
Okay. What are the other two doing?
All right, what do I see in here?
You see a bed that is fully engulfed in flame. The room is completely covered in flame, and like it trickled out from there as well. So like you can kind of see it started like around the bed area and has traveled out from there.
Gotcha. All right, and what floor are we on?
Well, there's just one floor.
Okay. Can I cast a magic missile and just like blow a hole out that wall so we don't have to go back through all that fire?
Does it look like there's windows or
there's a window like right
any
in
area where
the room.
like smoke is escaping and stuff like that?
There's a window right in that room. The window isn't open, but like it would have cracked by now, I think, because the fire would start there. So smoke would be billowing out there.
I'm gonna just try and grab something that's not completely engulfed and chuck it through the window.
Additionally, I don't know if magic missile would be enough to like blow a hole in a wall.
No, not a wall that's on fire.
Yeah, I suppose I didn't really consider that. Roll damage and we'll see.
Sure. Okay, we got 2. What was that? That was a 3.
It's 2
4,
plus. Is it
6?
You're doing the +1s to these?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 6 plus another 4. That's 10.
Okay. I would say like you break a hole big enough that you can like crouch through, like kind of crawl through.
Gotcha.
But like not full man-sized hole.
Is this the same wall that has a window on it? Because I'd feel pretty silly blowing a hole through the wall if there's a window on it.
I mean, there is a window.
There is a
I'm
window.
trying to chuck something through the
If you want to cancel that, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'll shoot. I'll use the spell and I'll shoot 3 holes through the wall. Then like a chair goes flying past me through the window from Elaine, and then like.
I'm just using anything that has some weight to it that's not totally engulfed in flame, and it's going through them.
Okay, yeah, you guys managed to get the a space through.
There goes her rocking chair. There's the chair from her tea set.
All right, so you guys break the window open. Veda, you dash out the window with Molly and Scarlet, and you guys get out of the house.
Oh yeah, it probably would have been still very smoky in there, eh?
Very, yes.
But...
Who's the doctor? Is there a medical tent or anything like a response team?
No, it's
so
like
who they dispatch?
The team here was kind of just security to try and kind of help with getting people out, and then like the medical team isn't really set up for like quick response. It's more like doctors
get her to
doctors
that clinic.
5 blocks down.
You're faster than any of us.
Yep. Triple dash. Like at most I can do, I think 160 in a turn.
You, at this point, have to try to convince Scarlet to let Molly go. Because
I'm carrying both of them to get to the medical place.
that's the thing, is you are carrying both of them. So, like, you're carrying 2 people at this point.
I mean, a child.
Yeah, a
It's
child,
like
but, like...
40 pounds. Maybe.
Vada's jacked. Or is she just
She's
jacked?
not
Veda is
even-
not jacked at all.
Oh, well,
No,
she
but
looks
I
way
can-
different in my brain then.
Yeah, she's very dexterous, but she's not strong.
Well, it's like a gymnast kind of physique, which is still strong. Just
Your
in a
brother
different
has
way.
beat you in arm wrestles.
That was a lucky one because my dice suck. Okay, you can't blame me for what my dice
You
do.
let him win, okay?
Yeah.
Our dice do.
You were doing it wrong. You gotta put your elbow forward. It's not fair.
Okay, when moving a grabbed creature your size or smaller, your speed is not reduced. I mean, okay, so even if my speed is reduced, I can still go like 100 feet. Because I can still do a double dash if my triple dash is canceled out. Like, I'm not gonna leave Molly on the ground and run Scarlet to the hospital. That makes no
No,
sense.
I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about you have to get Molly away from Scarlet to take her to the... Because Scarlet seems relatively unharmed. Like, she's got some burns and stuff, but Molly is not moving.
I think I would really just run with both of them. I wouldn't
Okay,
stop and
that's
check.
fine.
I just keep going.
Okay.
Nice.
Scarlet is pretty much inconsolable ball of emotions right now. So as you have her like over your shoulder or like in your arms, I'm not 100% sure how you're
I was
maybe
gonna do like
fireman-
bridal style.
Oh, bridal
Yeah.
style. Okay.
You know, I'm
And, like,
romantic.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
And dashing through the streets of misery to get to the medical place. Which you went there before, right? Like you were there.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you know where it is.
She knows where it's at.
Yeah. So you dash over there. And what are you doing once you get there?
It's underground, right?
Yeah.
I'm stomping on the door. I'm like,
Well,
open up,
the
open up.
the hatch is open like constantly. Like you kind of gotta like go down.
I don't know if I can. Would they be able to assist me as far as getting them down
Yeah.
there? Or
Yeah,
hey,
yeah, yeah.
Scarlet. Okay, gonna be like, okay, Scarlet, it's gonna be fine. Gonna get you and Molly down there, and like deliver her to the medical team as gently as possible.
How long does it take Elaine and Dash to get there after?
Yeah, I'd be taking off after her, but there's no way I can keep up with Veda.
I am speed.
Oh, but if I take the dash action, I can move 1.5 times my speed now.
There you go.
So that gives me a little something.
Look at you.
Okay. So Elaine would arrive not long after. Dash would be a little bit further behind.
I'm hoping put out the fire because I don't really know what's going on. I would have been behind them.
You're trying to put out the fire, you said?
Yeah, I'll help the city put out the fire.
Okay. So you stick behind to try and help with the flames. Dash, Beta, once you drop them off, like, are you sticking around or like, what's your plan?
Yeah, she's trying not to hover, but she is just like in the background, like waiting to jump in if needed. You know, she doesn't know.
I imagine Veda's just like
Yeah, it's
quick.
pacing, like, oh.
pacing.
Question. I just saw a name in our watch together. Who is anybody
Probably Veda.
anybody other
I'm
than
actually not in
Dash
it
in
right
our
now.
watch together?
I forgot about it. I'm opening it now.
Okay, so nice try there, Dash.
I was listening to lo-fi on my own YouTube. Oh wait, what'd you put in there? Hold on, let me see.
I didn't do anything.
Anyway, moving on from that because we're in a serious moment right now.
Oh, serious.
And
Veda, you're kind of standing off by the side. Scarlet is actually given a sedative because she is like screaming and freaking out because they separated them, and she's like, "Give me my baby back! You had no right to take her." And they actually give her they give her a sedative, and like she slowly but surely like passes out and like is strapped down. Molly is still wrapped in a who paused the music.
Forget that as
How does she look? I mean, I didn't take a good look at her because she was like, Scarlet was holding her.
Well, she's still wrapped in a blanket right now. As soon as the blanket comes off, that's when Elaine shows up down the staircase or the ladder. Veda, you see a charred, not necessarily corpse, but you see a charred small body inside this blanket. The hair is pretty much all gone. Her clothing is like burnt and tattered. But on top of that, roll a perception check for me.
My keen eyes. That's a 5.
Can you? Okay, was that Veda's dice?
13. Yeah, it was.
Okay, can you try rolling any other dice?
But it's Veda's dice.
Just try rolling any other dice.
your character's dice has to actually like warm up to your character, so then but once they're in sync, there's like so many crits, so many.
Not with Veda.
Yeah, and it's been like, okay, that's an 18.
Do you see what I'm saying here?
Veda, I know there's that special part in your heart for those dice, but no.
Grind it out, Veda. You got this.
My only metal dice, and I got
Okay.
it just for
I'll-
this
I'll
campaign.
You know what?
I'll
I will
give you-
get you new metal dice
I'll give you
if
a
that's
choice.
what you really want.
I'll give you a choice. You can either put those dice all to the side for this game and take that 18, or you can use that 5.
Use that 5. Use it. Those dice need Veda. They are for Veda.
These dice always betray me. Wait, just for this game? Like, when you say this game, do you mean this session, or
Yeah,
you mean
this session.
entire game?
No, this session.
Okay, I'll retire them just for this session.
Okay.
And see how this new dice goes.
Atta girl.
Okay.
Sorry,
With the
babies.
perception check, you see around like the top part of the collar, like just around the chest area and neck, you see brownish discoloration in the reddy brown discoloration in the shirt.
Dash and
Cat,
Elaine are
sorry,
here?
Elaine has shown up.
Molly, where?
hold on, Elaine. I think it was that guy. The guy that was after them before he found them somehow.
No, it's no.
No, it was an accident. It doesn't look. You don't want to look at Molly right now.
I want to look at her anyway.
You see the roll a perception check, I guess.
Pulling on anyone.
21. So you see the same
Math
thing
is hard.
you see the same thing that Veda saw.
Oh my god.
Someone attacked her. Elwyn, can you
Ouch.
do something?
Pretty tapped for the day.
Well, what?
I have friends other than you.
He's gonna. Do you not see what I'm saying? You don't even have like a little bibbity boppity
Do you
cure
see
spell?
her chest rising?
Yeah, but she looks really bad.
Just because she looks bad doesn't mean much. If she ends up passing, then we'll have another discussion. I'm not here to heal all your friends.
This is a kid.
I'm gonna
It's different.
slowly make my way forward and sit down next to Molly, and I'm just gonna kind of gently take one of her hands and just kind of cup and wrap her hand in mine.
It feels like you're holding an overcooked piece of meat.
Chicken finger.
Like, it feels like bubbly and like kind of crunchy. And now Dash shows up.
Comes down the ladder. Like, are they in like a room immediately off the ladder, or?
Yeah. Like, this is kind of like the ER is this first little area.
Gotcha. Do I have to roll this perception as well, or?
I feel like at this point they might be able to point it out to you, but.
Oh God, David. Where's Scarlet?
She's kind of off to the right, but she's like passed out. She's on IV drip.
Yeah, she was freaking out real bad. I mean,
You also see that she's strapped down as well.
Well, what do you think, Doc?
Well, I think that no, I have to take care of my patients, and don't
Alright,
think all of you should be in here at the moment.
All right, what do you need? Tell us anything we need. We'll get it for you.
Well, I'm going to wake up my mother and father, and then hopefully we can go from there.
Well, go now.
What? Apparently he's Australian. Okay. He runs into
naturally.
runs into the back room, and the doctor and the nurse come out, but like the kids kind of run the night shift type of thing.
Okay. All right, I kind of put my hands on Elaine's shoulder and and start pulling her back slightly. Elaine, you gotta let it go.
Sorry, but we do need to do it. So
I'll stay out of your way, but I'm staying here. But
in the room is fine, but we need to work on.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
All right. Come on, Veda. Whoever did this can't be far.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not necessarily true. If someone magical was to do this, teleportation is always an option. But I mean, it's possible that he couldn't be far.
Well, were her wounds obvious, or were they pretty charred up?
She's pretty charred up. Literally, the only way that you are aware of this is because of the shirt.
Gotcha. So it didn't look like her throat was slit, or
the skin has been like peeled back.
Yeah,
from being burned.
But she's covered in blood.
Her shirt, yes.
Gotcha.
Like the rest of her is like covered in black, so you can't really tell.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah. Molly's. I think it's that same guy that attacked their house before.
Was it a bracelet that Molly had?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe so.
Is it still on her body?
Yeah, it would be. I'm trying to think what it was made of. It would have been like metal and a gem, right?
It was a silver bracelet with an emerald in it.
Yeah, so it would still be there, but like, it doesn't look like it's in the greatest condition.
No. How would they have found her? That she was kind of shielded from detection with that charm that got built.
Maybe they found Scarlet?
Everybody has their ways of finding people. It's not that hard if you really want to do it, you know?
Alright.
They have their ways, and I have mine. We're gonna find him.
Search around the house, see if there's any tracks.
All right, we're gonna go investigate. We'll call you if we find anything.
Yep.
I'll let you know how they're doing.
Right. So, Elaine, you stick around. The rest of you, once you get back, you come across Gadget helping with like throwing water at the flames and things like that. Valiant Thea's there, and she's like create water in these buckets over and over. Or is that a cleric thing? Is that just cleric?
No, I think water is a thing.
Water is a thing?
I think
Water's
so.
totally a thing. I've seen
Water,
it.
wouldn't you just be putting
Pretty
it on the building instead of in buckets?
I mean,
No,
that's
because then it
true
just
too.
immediately turns to steam. Okay, they gotta direct the bucket fire. It's very technical.
It's either on the ground or in containers within range. But that's cleric. What about creator?
Yeah, that's a transmutation.
Yeah, so no, I can't do either of those. So she's just casting Cone of Cold or like Ray of Frost on this stuff, so to try and help. Yeah, those are the creating food water is paladin and cleric, and create or destroy water is cleric and druid. So neither of those work for Valianthea. Gadget,
Yes.
what are you doing?
Can you guys hear us?
We sure
There you
can.
are.
Yeah.
The fire under control or put out? Because
The
I'm going to
fire-
keep making sure we get that so it doesn't spread anywhere else.
The fire is mostly under control and put out.
All right, then I'm going to go looking for them, see if anybody knows where they went.
Well, as you are like finishing up, Dash and Veda show up.
What happened, guys?
Trickery. Villainous.
Looks like Molly was attacked. We're gonna go.
Why would she be attacked?
Yeah, she's
Molly's
special.
special.
She's a chosen one.
Okay.
Okay. How would they have gotten in the house?
Well,
If only
let's.
that window wasn't broken, I could look for clues. No, I was gonna go around. Check around the house for the way that someone might have broken in, or someone might have started. If they started the fire from outside, or maybe if it started inside. I'm trying to see.
Roll an investigation.
Oh ho. Oh ho ho. 15. No, actually, wait. 13. I bet.
we
Minus
we
one.
all at the house now.
Yep.
So not terrible. Not great. Not terrible.
You find out basically that the fire was started on the bed.
Like to check around the outside of the house and see if I can find any tracks or any kind of sign of anything. Or was that part of your investigation too, there, Veda?
I'm mostly focused. I'll focus on how the fire started, where and how. If you want to focus on where they might have gotten away.
Yeah. I'll try to track down this person or persons.
As
But
you
I know-
kind of investigate near like the outside of the house, you do see a couple sets of footprints right outside of that window that you broke. Oh, actually, I don't know, because you guys would have created footprints there too. Roll investigation.
Oh, nice. That is 25.
The mine are easy to distinguish. The little cat paws.
So you can kind of
My
distinguish.
boot print. That's Elaine's boot print. That's the chair she threw, and there's some paws.
And then you're like, that doesn't look like any of ours.
Is it a boot print or
It's a boot print.
boot?
The little heels.
Hey,
Okay,
wait a
was
second.
it
Is this
a
a
magical
feather?
fire? Huh?
Stop.
Can I tell what the source of the fire was? Was it magical? Was it like someone threw a torch through the window on the bed?
Roll another investigation. This is
Yes.
actually roll a perception. Sorry,
It's a natural one
with perception.
with my new dice.
Bring those metal ones back.
Hold on, we're just gonna go totally new set. We're breaking open the box.
No, go back to that metal set that is supposed to be for Veda.
Do you think I hurt its feelings?
The first year is always the hardest in a new relationship, but then
No, I
after
mean, that
that,
one is
it's
better.
great.
What'd you
It
roll, a
would've been
2?
a dirty 20. See, I
Anyway,
trust dice.
yeah, because they're random number generators.
Nope.
Anyway,
They have souls.
no, you can't tell what might have started it.
Okay. I'm gonna call. Oh, sorry. Go ahead there. I'm gonna call over a few people to note this boot print. I don't know if we've got a sketch artist. They'll measure it out and
You would not have a sketch artist in town.
Damn it.
Measuring it, sure, but like not like drawing it.
Chip, you're good at drawing. Come over here. Draw that.
That's really all a sketch artist is.
Yeah.
This is a Wendy's.
I didn't ask you to identify it. I asked you to draw it. Anyway, so yeah, I'll get them to measure it out and then like get a rough idea, like to match it up with, we'll do the whole Cinderella thing.
Oh yeah. Okay, so they're able to kind of like map it out, but with it being a boot print, that's going to be kind of difficult because like multiple people will have the same size boot type of thing. So.
Yep. And then, so who else is with us here?
I'm gonna go ahead and say Gar, Dez, Gadget, and Veda are all with you.
What are they doing?
I'm
Good question.
investigating the fire.
Yes,
Exactly what started it.
she's licking things inside the house.
Yeah, if the
I just woke up. I don't know what the heck's going on.
You've been in a coma for a while, man.
I know. And then whose house is this?
Cigar and Despina and
Yes.
the normal answer would be where's Kenny?
I haven't seen
Jenny's
him.
sleeping.
Well, the issue
You didn't
is
want to drink.
Penny is in a plot coma.
Yeah, that's
I want to talk to him.
Hey guys,
Only he has the answers,
I'm
I see.
Kenny. I'm the emo one of the group. I'm sad. Karl broke up with me.
Kenny has never said any of those things.
That is a
I don't know
perfect
what's
Kenny
going
impression.
No,
on.
all of those things were just implied by Kenny when he's normally here.
I'm gonna fly up to this roof.
There you go.
And brood. I'm not gonna talk to anybody.
He's gonna shit on a police car.
Anyway. What else are you guys doing to investigate?
Okay, so there's an evil magic elf man running around.
Are you calling me the evil magic elf man now, or is this a different?
No, I mean,
magic elf?
it's an evil magic elf. But why would you suddenly, are you projecting? Are you really an evil magic elf man? And now I'm saying it and you think
You've
I'm talking
called
about
me
you?
evil magic elf man before, so.
No, I didn't
You
imply
have
anything.
said multiple times that I'm a bad guy.
I'm taking note that you're a suspect.
You. Oh. Then you're a
Self-implication.
suspect.
Oh no. Are my fingerprints on the crime scene?
I don't know. Are they? You're the investigator. Figure it out.
Technically, the AR because you're investigating and you're touching stuff.
Yes. Are you wearing gloves?
Oh my god. I mean, I have fingerless gloves, damn it.
Vader just starts wiping down everything. And
Furiously destroying evidence.
no.
It was me.
Go full Memento. Okay, no. Okay, so the fire was maybe magical. I'm guessing because it's an evil magic elf man killing his family.
It was an evil magic elf man.
I'm pretty 80% sure it was evil magic elf man.
Is this about as sure as you were that Dash ran away with Colin, the bartender?
We still listen. That's not the priority right now. Molly was attacked, and that still might have happened. I'm not mentioning it because I'm not trying to ruin his home life. Okay, so the footprints lead anywhere?
that's what I'm about to check out next. Unless someone else was already on top of it.
Yeah.
I will assist you, so you can roll with advantage.
What'd you say, Gar?
Didn't say anything.
Oh, I heard somebody say something.
Alright, who of you is good at investigating? I'm looking at Gadget, Gar, and Despina. You're inside. You're inside wiping down the place for fingerprints.
That's isn't it?
Uno momento.
Is that,
I will check
intelligence?
if I'm good at this.
That's intelligence, yeah.
Mhm.
I am good at that. Even if we got erased somehow.
Ari is not good at that. 1 sec.
I will roll for investigation.
Alright, I'll help you out.
Dez is good at that.
Alright, you
Yeah.
both of you help out. Triple advantage.
That's a 25.
Was that with advantage?
Roll again.
No, that's just base. Hold on.
Oh no!
That's a nat 20 for a 29.
Yeah, I
Yeesh.
think we're gonna go with Gadget.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go.
All right.
Could have done it.
So
I got 19.
I can do that.
you look around, and there are two prints leading up to this final print before going in the window. Kind of like they
What are
appeared out of nowhere.
So, do they look like the two starting prints, are they deeper than the other ones?
Ooh.
I'm gonna go ahead
Like
and say,
somebody landed there.
I'm gonna go ahead and say slightly, but not by much.
Are there any roofs from around here? Or like where anything that would have been where somebody would have jumped from?
There's roofs everywhere.
I mean, like, what would be directly on the other side of where those prints were? Anything? Or are they like in the middle of?
So the way I was seeing it is that window kind of was out. There's another house like right next to it. The window kind of just leads to the space in between the two houses. And there's a house there, and then a house, and a house, and a house, and a house, and then across the street, same thing.
So it could have been somebody jumped down from the roof and landed there and then went in.
Roll me a intelligence check, and I'll give you 3 options here.
Or somebody teleported.
That is a 12, if it's just intelligence.
12 is in you don't know if it's 12, or 12 is in you're pretty sure it's 12.
If it's straight intelligence, it's 7.
You cut out majorly there for me.
It's just a straight intelligence roll, not a saving throw, right?
Correct.
Then yeah, it's a 12.
Okay. So, with that, I'll give you 3 options here. So, it could mean somebody very light-footed jumped down off of a roof beside it. It could mean that somebody used some means of like flight to land here, or it could mean that somebody teleported in. The least likely option is probably jumping off a roof.
That seemed like the Arkham's Razor, but I mean, yeah, it's true.
Well,
that was not
I'm
the
saying,
intended metagame.
No, I'm saying that it's because of how like they weren't way deeper; they were just slightly deeper.
I gotcha.
So it wouldn't be somebody jumping off a roof; it would just be.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
So it looks like somebody either flew in here, teleported in here, or possibly somebody light jumped off that roof there to here.
Feather fell.
Yeah, that could be another option. Feather falling.
Featherfall could have done it, but the footprints don't. They appear here, go in, and they don't. They're not anywhere else leading up to this point.
What's that, Gar?
Why do they keep thinking it's you?
Because I think somebody else is talking in the background of somebody else, and we often get that type of stuff coming from Gar.
What?
So rude.
So they had to have teleported, right? Because it's the evil magic elf man.
Oh, how
It's
would
a possibility.
Oh,
I
Scarlet.
mean, I can teleport like twice a day.
Scarlet did make a trip to Demonop a few weeks ago.
Think she was spotted?
I'll question the men that went with her.
Why
Hey,
did they wait
Janice.
so long?
Janice, could you round up the contingent that went with Scarlet to Demonom a few weeks back?
Of
Okay.
course. I'll arrange something.
Thank you.
Wouldn't you jump them on the road, right? Like, that's way easier than the super fortress city. I guess he's super magical, so it doesn't matter. He can do whatever. But, I don't know.
Why do you think that this is magical?
I mean, I'm not really sure who this magic man is you're talking about, Veda.
Oh, that's when I accused you of being a murderer. Remember, that was the murderer we were investigating, but turns out to be an evil magic elf man who's actually after his bloodline. Sort of. Because of magic.
So then I guess magic makes sense here that they teleported in.
Yeah, because last time I think he was like... Well,
Or
he
the feather
stabbed-
flight we're talking about.
Yeah, he stabbed Owen a bunch of times and left his body there. Maybe he meant to burn it down, but we got there too soon. I don't know.
Do we have anybody that's good at like fire stuff in Misery, like breaking down a whole fire investigation?
Like a fire marshal.
I wouldn't say you have a fire marshal.
I do explosives.
I mean, yeah, fire marshal is stretching it a little bit.
Do you,
mean, I looked at
after
it.
you blow up things, Gadget, do you go and look and see how it happened? No.
I mean,
No,
when
I do not.
He's like, do I break it down? Have we examined this feather?
There is no feather. That was
Oh, I thought that was the thing.
no, that was
We have to
Gar
find
saying
the
that.
feather.
Oh, I found a feather.
Oh,
With
look,
an
there's
actual
DNA on the end.
To the lab.
I feel like he could have found anything he wanted to with that natural 20.
It was beautiful.
Gar
It
didn't
was
roll a
be-
natural
no-
20.
No.
Oh.
Gadget should have been able to find anything.
If there was something.
29.
Oh,
Come on.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Get a special camera in the room.
yeah, it just so happened that it was fully filmed and aware of everything going on.
In HD.
Yeah.
So just to
How
clarify,
how convenient.
Yeah.
Is Molly dead or she's okay?
Molly is in the hospital right now in very, very critical condition.
Oh,
We'll have to go
she's
talk to
not
Elaine.
dead.
So,
Our only witness is Molly and Scarlet.
All right.
Neither of them are really in the condition to speak right now.
And Scarlett's at
What
the
happened to
hospital.
Scarlet?
Is she at the hospital with Molly?
Yeah, she's sedated.
Okay.
All right, I get a call for the nearby guards over, and tell them, all right, you guys stop. Does it look like we have a direction where those footprints came in from? Like which roof? Which way they were?
not really. They literally kind of appeared in the alley and then immediately walked into the window.
Okay, but when they appeared in the alley, they were facing the house?
Yes.
Okay, so we will go the opposite direction. I'll tell them, all right, you two fan out, or you four, stop canvassing the neighborhood. See if anybody saw anything. We'll wake them up if you have to. No, don't you give me that lip. All right, you're going it.
We didn't say anything. I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll do
you're not
it.
gonna.
We'll go do it. Don't worry. We got this. We want to figure it out just as much as you do.
Well, the conversation felt very one-sided.
Well, you didn't let me say anything in between.
Sure, you want to figure it out. Let me see the size of your boots.
Wait
You're
a
guilty.
second. Give me your
You
boot.
did this.
Go stand in that footprint.
Were there neighbors, maybe? We could see if the neighbors heard anything.
I mean,
Saw
yeah,
anything?
there are neighbors.
What time did this happen again?
After everybody was sleeping.
It was like 3 a.m. 2:30, 3 a.m.
Are you okay?
Who called it in?
Who phoned it in?
Yeah.
No one. There was a loud shockwave. We ran. It was like a loud scream of some kind. We ran towards the building.
And it was completely engulfed in flame by then.
There was a lot of fire already, and we were trying to get in without hurting ourselves as well. And the fire spread very quickly. It's not like we used the greatest of fire retardant materials in this town.
Okay, does it sound unnaturally quickly that the fire was spreading?
Faster than I would have expected a normal fire, yes.
All right. Hey, Janice, can you get Sky down here too, please?
Yeah, of course. That is no problem.
You have an accent before.
Janice? Yes.
Ah,
Janice is Russian. I'm just failing on Russian right now.
oh.
I've been trying to get it back, but I haven't done a Russian one in a while.
Try a Russian man.
Yeah, this is a little French.
Yeah,
I like it. I like France.
That was Cajun.
Ah, Janice.
The New Orleans accent or whatever that I gave Veda's family was coming out when I was trying to do Southern there as well for a bit.
Salam. I'm Salam.
Anyway, Sky comes rushing down, and she's like, what is it that you needed? I heard there might be some chemicals involved. What's your thoughts here?
Yeah, I want you to get whatever you need to test out that bed for some kind of chemical that might have spread that fire really quickly.
All right.
An accelerant.
She walks in, and she goes into the room and immediately walks back out and is like, well, it was gas.
What? Like magic gas?
No, like gasoline.
Oh.
How did we miss that?
Because Vader rolled a natural 1 on trying to smell the gas.
I mean, it was very smoky in there.
Maybe you should have smelled the gar.
I haven't been inside yet. Fires scare me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
So if gasoline was used, then it's not likely that they're a magic user then. Because a
What would be
magic
the
user
point?
would've just...
I mean,
Maybe.
Am I
use
smart enough for
all
that? Do I have to
spells
roll?
roll an
teleporting.
intelligence check. Yeah, sure.
Uh-oh.
Unless it's a super smart magic user who decided to use gas.
I'm
to
gonna
hide
use
back
good
his
gas.
magic.
Yeah.
Meh.
I'm gonna use good guess again and again and again.
That's a
again.
9.
I'd,
I'm just gonna, yeah.
I'd say no. But even while you're talking, this guy's like, well, not necessarily. Depends on how quickly they were wanting it to spread. As you know, if you were to use fire magic or whatever it is you're doing now, it's not going to spread as quickly as it would if you were to pour an accelerant all over.
That's true. But I can make one hell of a big fire now.
Yeah, you make a big fire though, but is it going to spread throughout the house?
It would be the house. I can cast fireball.
I don't care how
Fireball.
big the room is.
I said
I cast fireball.
there's no I in team,
Anyway,
but they're hard stakes.
I don't care how big the room is. I cast fireball.
Yeah.
So, but if they wanted to make sure Molly was dead, why not blow up the whole house with super magic? Because they had to have stabbed her, right?
Yeah, she was covered in blood.
So why? Well, I mean, so was her dad. He just wasn't on fire. He was stabbed a bunch of times. So maybe
Right.
he was trying to keep us from identifying, but she was in her own house.
Do you think it might not be her blood?
Scarlet was okay. You think she stabbed her attacker?
Think she got to wound him?
Molly's a badass.
Did we know who killed Owen?
No, not technically.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, our memories don't let us
Okay.
remember.
That's who you think did it.
No, because we saw who did it. Like, a couple of us saw who did it, but he, like...
but we know it was.
No,
They were
We
like,
know
you didn't...
That's who you guys think did it.
that's who you
All
think
you
did it
saw.
because you saw the smoky-eyed man leaving. You
Under
saw
the bed.
him. Yeah,
But
Hey.
he didn't necessarily kill Owen.
yeah.
Hey, this
so
is
you,
out of
you-
character. You guys didn't ask Owen who killed him?
yeah, you did ask Owen who killed him, and Owen told you.
Okay, but that's why I'm asking as Despina. Did we ask? Did we
Yes.
find out? Okay.
You asked who killed Owen, who killed you, and he said Elson. But the thing is, the body only knows what the body knows. So that could be accurate, but could be not.
Has anybody investigated what caused the big thunder explosion thingy that woke everybody up?
I don't know how we checked to see where that came from. Do you think it was like a power thing?
Because that shouldn't have happened from gasoline unless it was enclosed, right?
Okay,
I
we've...
think so.
Correct? I don't know much about explosions.
None of us heard the thunderclap, though, eh?
Oh, but the guards told you about it.
Okay.
Because... Boone used that quite a few times.
Yeah.
Could we roll to see if we connect the dots between the two?
We,
Yeah,
as
new
in...
dice.
It's not us.
That's an
I-
intelligence?
Is it?
Yep.
Oh,
All right, who's got good intelligence that heard
I
Boone do a
do.
thunderclap?
12.
Can I
Sure.
give her
Alright.
advantage on that?
I
No,
didn't mean to laugh out loud, Z.
I'd say that's good enough to remember. Like, it's not a hard thing to remember. It's like you guys fought with him multiple times. He used it pretty much every battle.
Oh, that spell Boone
Sounds
uses all
like-
the time.
Sounds like Boone's thunderclap.
It was Thunder Wave, but
Oh,
yeah.
Thunderwave.
That's what
Did Boone do it?
that's what Boone called it.
Yeah, Boone.
Never. He
Oh,
would
no.
never.
Where's this Boone? I'll tear him limb from limb.
Oh no, he's touring up north.
Yeah, he's real famous now.
Never mind.
And he's cool, chill. You know, doesn't try to kill younglings.
So, are we going door to door? Or is that what Dash's
Is
people
he
are doing?
so famous that now he thinks he can get away with anything?
Oh,
That was Elwin, so.
drunk on a little bit of power.
No, Boone would never do
No.
that.
He wouldn't.
Muffin
You
on
need
the
to
other
make-
hand.
Make a wanted sign for Boone and Muffin.
No, even Muffin.
I'm not saying they
I
did it,
don't know.
but
Muffin is
I
possessed.
wanted for questioning.
Alive for questioning.
Okay, so Thunderwave was definitely used
Okay.
before the fire. I think
I will
Thunderwave
also
started the fire.
I will also let you know there is glass in the building across the road. Like, it blasted out. Like, not across the road, across the alley. Like, it is stuck in the wall there. There is all of the furniture in the room that wasn't the bed was pushed against the walls.
So are we pretty sure that's a thunderwave then?
Yes.
So someone yelled outwards. I mean, Molly's a kid. She.
Does she have the power to do that already? I thought she just started magic school.
She's really quite a prodigy, that one. We can ask Thea, Ilaria, and Scarlet if she knows that one. Because she could have been
Molly-
fending off an attacker.
She tried to defend herself.
But
Person maybe got blown back and as a backup cast of fire
with gasoline,
because they got blown away and they couldn't do a stab.
we can
Or
go back.
finish a stab.
Alright, we can go question Scarlet and see what the doctor found on Molly's body. Maybe it's got more clues.
We don't say Molly's body like she's.
Do we think that the attacker got hurt?
Possibly.
Maybe?
There was blood all over Molly's clothes.
And we don't know whose blood it is.
No.
Can you tell with your?
With my what?
You know.
Five senses.
No, sorry, Veda.
Damn.
But I'm more than willing to start heading out and talking to people myself and seeing if somebody has to have seen something. Not everybody's in bed in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Kenny was rolling really high stealth checks.
Can
Yeah.
your mother-in-law cast magic to see who was in this room?
Mike could.
Ooh.
There's,
Is
yeah.
that even a spell?
I'll get Ilaria and Elman down here to cast who was in this room.
That one.
Let me look up who was in this room as a spell in the compendium.
It's actually called Revelio.
It's actually
Rebellion?
called what?
Revelio.
Reveal the plot.
Oh, is that freaking Harry Potter? Yeah.
It's
I don't-
essentially the actual spell for when Snape is like, reveal your secrets.
I don't think that is a spell in D&D. So sorry there, Gadget.
Wait.
But
what?
there's
All right. I'm gonna head back and talk to Ilaria and Elman, and then I'll meet up with you back at the doctor's office if that's where you're going. I'm going over here.
Thea's outside, waiting for you. Dash.
Thea, you got your Graham's book on you?
Yes. Always. What do you need it for?
I'd just like to have a look through it.
Oh, of course.
in this secret
yeah.
compartment in her mega wheelchair. Pops
No.
open the side.
No, she just has it on her.
Thing of gasoline.
It was her the whole time.
Yeah, it's a gas open that falls out of her wheelchair. She's like, "That's not mine. I promise."
It's planted.
Hold
It's
that
planted.
She gives you the book.
Okay.
And you find the magic reveal everything spell.
Do do do.
All right. I'm just gonna look through this book for a while.
Yeah, you have to say reveal your secrets 4 times in primordial.
Mr. Buster Dorston.
Wait, all the things in my room started floating. Stop doing that.
oh, sorry. I must have missed.
Wrong spell.
Mispronunciation, sorry. There was more of a like guttural thing there, and I went a little too high pitched.
I forgot to roll my R.
But last round was Latin.
Alright. So, you guys are done investigating for the moment, or what are you doing? Are you going to go see Elaine and Scarlett and Molly, or are people going door knocking, or what's the plan here?
Daz and I are going door knocking.
Yeah, we're gonna go check out the neighborhood, see if anybody saw anything.
Okay. So, are you just going neighbors first, or like what's the idea?
Yeah, closest.
Yeah, we'll work our way out.
Yeah. Go meet up with those 4 that I sent out first, and get them to bring you up to speed, and then you'll know anything more, and then you can spread out from there.
Sounds good.
Okay.
We'll do that.
We'll do that.
Okay. Gadget, Dash, Beta, are you going to the hospital?
Yeah.
Okay. Gadget, correct?
Yeah, I'll follow them to the hospital.
Okay. Gar and Dez, you meet up with the guards that they sent.
Yep.
And they're like, well, we spoke to the people right next door, and they were saying that, well, they heard a loud boom, and then kind of like a screamy boom. And that woke them up, and by the time they got out and like were able to see, the house was already on fire. They were hearing yelling from inside, but like the house was on fire, so they were kind of calling for us to kind of come and help them.
I think it was Scarlett.
Oh, I believe it was Scarlett screaming. Yeah, I
They heard a
assume.
yelling boom, Gar.
What's that?
They heard that yell boom, so maybe that's what they were talking about.
Yeah, they didn't say what the yell boom sounded like. It was a loud, a man screaming, or a boy or a girl, or
It
No real description?
sounded like weird, almost like a monster of some kind. It sounded like it had been altered in a way, but like I think magic does that. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I'm not in the arcane school because I just don't know it. Like it's not in my blood, you know?
all right, no problem. Well, maybe talk to Dash, and he can maybe ask Ilaria or Thea or Elman.
Right. If they know.
All right,
Whether
thank
she
you.
does it.
Any houses you want us to check on?
No, whatever you feel comfortable with is fine.
All right, well, you guys go that way. We'll go this way. We'll keep checking.
So
Okay.
did we see the glass in the building?
Yeah, like you would have seen as you were investigating around the building.
Okay.
Like it, basically what I'm giving you with that is glass blasted outwards from the room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guess that's
Oh, so I guess I wouldn't have had to bust that window out, huh?
There was still glass in the window, so like you could have broken more, but a lot of it flew
Your
out.
hand.
Yes. Okay.
Just palm side to the glass.
Yeah, you know, that's a good way to do it.
Clear the glass.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do with glass, right? You use, your palm.
You just put your
Elaine?
full weight on it.
Rita's got her metal claws,
push.
so she
Yeah,
could have done
exactly.
it.
You guys are waiting in a like waiting area. They have rolled Molly away. And she is no longer in the room with you. Scarlet wakes up and instantly starts screaming. Basically just saying, it's like, where is she? Is she okay? Like, what's happening? What's going on? I need to know.
there.
You tell me.
Scarlet.
Dash, Dash, Veda, and Gadget are not here yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yourself.
Scarlet, it's all right. They're taking care
It's
of
not
her right
alright.
now.
What if she needs me? Like, what if I can do something? And
The doctors
maybe I
will
can
take care
something
of
from-
everything.
You don't know that.
We have to wait here. I don't know anything about medical or treating her wounds. They do. I know you want to be in there. I would be too. But we have to let them do their job.
And I have to do my job, which is take care of her.
I know. I know. And you did. You wrapped her up, you held her, and kept her away from any more of those flames.
I'm sorry, Elaine. I understand that you're trying to be helpful right now. But you have no idea what I'm going through at the moment. I'm not trying to be rude, but not all of us can take time away from being a mother for 9 years of our lives. I need you to get these straps off me so I can go see the doctors.
The doctors will come back once they have something to tell us.
So you're just gonna sit there and wait for me to break these straps off my body.
If you start screaming, they'll put you under again.
And at this point, we'll go ahead and say that Dash, Veda, and Gadget show up.
Elaine.
How is she?
Hey.
Any news?
What's going on?
I have no idea how she is, and I won't. Nobody's taking these straps off me, so I can't find out.
They must still be trying to help her then.
They're still with her. They're still. They haven't had a chance to come back out here.
Anybody want to help me at all? Just gonna leave me here?
Why are you strapped up?
Because she was hysterical and won't let the doctors do their job to save her daughter.
Are they still in there? All right, Scarlet, we can let you up, but you can't go in there.
I need to see her.
You don't want to see her right now.
I do want to see her. She's my daughter.
Scar, let me ask you this. If you going in there causes them to not be able to save your daughter, and they could have saved her with you out here.
I didn't say I wanted to go in there. I said I wanted to see her.
The doctors are trying to treat her right now. You're not going to be able to see her. Why do you think I'm sitting out here while you've been sedated, Scarlet?
I don't know.
Because I can't go in.
Alright.
We'll just get out the wait and let the doctors do their thing. I'm sure they will be the first one in, Scarlet, when they have the option to let somebody in.
Did you see who did this?
I saw a person, it was dark, and they were behind flame, climb out the window, and then that's all I saw, other than my child burning alive on a bed. Which is a great sight to see first thing waking up, which is why I want to be unstrapped so I can see her.
I understand. We're trying to help as much as we can. But we can't, unfortunately. We have to rely on the doctors for this part. Unless someone wants to do magic.
I'm so tired, though. Can't you do magic? Didn't I teach you so much?
Well, I don't know how to heal anything.
Oh, right. You wanted to punch people more instead of doing magic. Right. I forgot about that. No, it's fine. Punching is going to save that little girl's life. You're right.
You're doing absolutely nothing to help.
I am
Absolutely
making
nothing.
a point.
Uh-huh. There's a figure. Jumped out the window. Male figure?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Like I said, I was more focused on hopefully saving my child's life.
No.
See which way it went?
I saw it go out the window. That's all I saw.
Could have teleported. Teleport in, teleport out.
Yeah, if it didn't teleport, wouldn't it be able to teleport out instead of leaving through the window?
I guess, yeah. I don't know, maybe.
Teleporting takes 6 seconds.
It takes time to get the spell ready? And Scarlet was there?
I mean, climbing out a window takes time too.
Less time than 6 seconds. You're able to jump through it. It would take about half a second if you're skilled enough. I mean, look at you jumping through a window.
I'm very fast.
Are you?
Imagine Gar jumping through a window. Didn't even have to duck and roll. Just poof,
Got little
right
legs,
there.
he'd never make it.
God damn, that's so much easier.
He'd just hit in the middle and then fall through the window frame and his little legs would be stuck.
I mean,
Okay,
that's
what
fair.
are you talking about?
That thing. I'm sorry.
All right. I go and grab a.
Alaria? Can she heal? No, she couldn't heal Kenny before.
Has she got any cameras set up in town?
No. That's a little beyond technology.
It's beyond technology that wouldn't already have been established. Because it's like they have it in Ecstasy, but this is like a little shanty town that has been developed slowly up.
Quick.
Yeah, quite quickly, but yeah, the tech in the town has not been like advanced all that much.
I was just, I didn't know what exactly all the upgrades that he'd made to the place, so.
No, we don't have that. Not yet.
Well, maybe after tonight, it should be a priority that we add to the list. You know,
Who said that?
Scarlet. Then
Voices.
if this happens again, you know, it's not going to be an investigation. We'll be able to figure it out right off the bat.
It's like you don't want to get untied.
Yeah, we're all upset and stressed and sad, but we can figure it out if we just.
Yeah, you all
put
look
the
really
work
sad.
together. So we know. Scarlet, could Molly use really advanced magic?
Molly was beyond her years, is what I've been told multiple times by people. Are you suggesting that she did this to herself? Is that what we're talking about?
There was a very powerful shockwave.
Because that did come to my mind about her possibly accidentally saying something in her sleep and setting herself on fire. I was going to get her to stop doing magic as soon as, if this all works out.
This wasn't an accident. We found gasoline at the scene.
Why was there gasoline at the scene?
Because someone wanted to set her on fire.
She's a 5-year-old girl. Why was somebody trying to set her on fire?
Well, you tell us, why was Owen killed?
I don't know. You guys were investigating that.
Just out of curiosity, if we got some high-level mage who can teleport to this building, why would they be using gasoline to set fire? Wouldn't they just magic immolate them?
I mean, I can only do so much in a day, and then I gotta rest and recharge. Maybe they just ran out.
Just decided to kill Molly on a whim.
I was gonna say, if you were going, I mean, then one of two things happened. Either A, you showed up to the scene unprepared, or you showed up and things went south.
Maybe they weren't expecting Molly to be so powerful.
Yeah. All you heard, Scarlet, was the boom that woke you up, right? You didn't hear any screaming or anything before that?
She kind of is thinking back. No. All I heard was the I don't know, screamy boom thing coming from her room. Kind of shook my room a little bit too, and I just rushed in there.
More and more, it doesn't sound like it was a magic user that attacked her.
They came in through the window.
The sound of
poured gasoline. She noticed, she screamed, and as they ran, they set
So it sounds like there's a couple of options. Either A, whoever was there approached Molly and had a conversation with her prior to this happening, in which case it had to have been somebody that Molly wouldn't have been afraid to have a conversation in the middle of the night in her bedroom with, which doesn't sound like a very
conversation though.
Option. Or they attacked her, which woke her up, and as soon as she woke up, she did this thing. And
why did she scream?
If they showed up to do this thing, and they were there to kill Molly, and they're a magic user that can teleport there, why didn't they have magic prepared to set them on fire? Why'd they use gasoline? Unless they were trying to throw us off our trail, but I mean, we found the place where they teleported in.
Maybe they thought the fire would...
Sounds like most of it just points to someone who doesn't know how to use magic.
Yep.
Then we've got, if they can't teleport, we've got somebody who is a cat thief. Light on their feet burglar.
Whoa there. That's racist.
Alright. Hey, Janice.
Burglars is what they used to call people who snuck into houses at night and stole things.
Janice?
Yes.
You there?
Yes.
Could you get someone to check out the rooftop of the neighboring house, maybe look for a rope or something that could have let them down gently into that alleyway?
I can look, yes. That should be fine.
And do we have any known thieves? Like you have like, moonlighting, training people to do what you can do, have you?
You have been telling me to train people to do what I can do, but none of them are thieves, as far as I know.
Thinking
Well,
was taken.
You should talk, like, line him up and talk to him anyway.
Hey, quick question, Dash. When your friend rappels down a building, aren't their feet facing towards the building, not away from it?
What they do is spinny flip.
They could.
These houses aren't tall.
No, that's right. Check the roof.
Climb down. When you climb down a ladder, you climb down a rope, you face the direction you're coming. You don't face away from where you're going.
How wide was that alleyway?
5-10 feet. Probably 10 feet.
Okay.
I'm just trying to like think distance. I'm not very good at distance. You know this.
That wall behind you looks close
If
to
the
10.
houses are close together, 10 feet, 15 feet would be normal. 5 feet would be really claustrophobic.
Okay.
Very, very tight, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we'll go 10 feet.
Yeah, you're right. So yeah, check the roof.
And based on the way Mad described it, I don't think they were that close to the building to where they would be where you'd land if you climbed down a rope or a ladder.
What if
And I
they were
didn't see
on a
any
different
ladder
roof
poles
and
either.
jumped down?
They'd have to be real light if they jumped down off that roof. Those footprints were only marginally heavier than the ones in front of the ones that they walked away from.
If you don't mind, can you all do this kind of piecing things together, not around me, so I can, you know, try and keep my mind distracted against my daughter dying in the other room?
Sorry.
I'm gonna walk into the other room.
Yeah, I'll
Like, where
follow.
the doctors are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think
go
we
out the other way.
can Go in there. Scarlet, it's
So he
We're
can
going
go in there,
out.
but not me? That makes sense. What are you doing,
Hannah owns
Dash?
everything.
All right, so I gingerly walk into that other room.
Can you show us
This
what
is a
gingerly
clean.
looks like?
Yeah, show us what gingerly looks like.
Okay.
Excuse me,
Ease your
but
way
this
through
is
the door
this is
frame.
a clean surgery. What are you doing in here?
Oh,
All right, do they hear me come in? I want to be sneaky.
No, but there's two on like one side of her and then two on another side of her, so you would be seen from
They
the
should be
one side.
focused on not me.
Peripheral vision is a thing.
All right. So there's just the two of them. Where's that third one? The kid.
There's 4 of them.
Okay. And what are they all doing?
Well, they're standing around her body.
Working hard, or hardly working?
Well,
Hey.
two of them are working. The other 2 are like just handing equipment type of thing.
All right.
There's this.
Don't mind me. So
I do kind of mind you. This is a clean
get to work.
surgery.
Stop talking to me. Get to work.
We are working. This is a clean surgery. What do you need?
All right. I'm just gonna go over to one that's not.
rude.
Yeah, that's not like working directly on the patient. Okay. All right. What can you tell me so far?
There is an injury that we weren't aware of when you brought her in, and we are trying desperately to fix that, but she might be coming out of this with some damage, if she comes out of it at all.
What injury?
Her throat had been slit open,
Oh my goodness.
so she had not been getting oxygen properly, and there might be some brain damage if the brain retains any activity after this at all. Is that what you were wanting to hear?
That's all right. I walk away.
I apologize, but like, there's no good news in this situation.
So yeah, back in the other room.
Okay.
I should have gone in there.
Ooh.
So you just went in the other room. Is there anything you can tell me?
The doctors are doing their best. But shh. What's this?
I think that was just background noise. Don't worry about it.
The doctors are doing their best, but she's not out of the woods yet.
Great. I'm glad. It's great to hear. And still can't move.
No. Elaine, can I talk to you outside?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
What's up?
All right. Is Elaine the only one that came out, or?
Oh, did you the rest of us?
Gadget had already gone outside.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'll go as well.
Don't move, Scarlet.
Wow.
All right. Her throat was cut before she was set on fire.
Somebody showed me the
That's why there's all that blood. It has to be.
It was her own blood.
So somebody slit her throat and then set her on fire?
Yeah.
So cruel.
I didn't want anyone to know that her throat was slit.
I'll jump into
No, I
Go back to the scene of the fire?
What's the point? Everything's burned.
Gotta be a way to track where they went. Cause
do we have dogs? We had a dog
Everywhere.
problem.
out of sight, but we hear them.
Not well trained dogs. Like you wouldn't have like bloodhounds or like tracking dogs or anything like that.
What? We have Roxanne.
We have a cat.
That's me.
Oh, they don't do it. Anyway.
Again, still not well trained. What did you roll on your perception check to smell for gasoline?
Listen, there's a lot of smoke in the area. It's cleared out now. I'd have a much better try.
Okay.
Gasoline like stings the nostrils. It can render your
So does smoke.
Yeah. It can completely blank out all your senses. One harsh whiff, and you can't smell it.
100%. Somebody was trying real hard. How old was she? Lines. And I don't know if they are. Or maybe
What? I thought we concluded it wasn't magic. Sort of. I mean, I don't know if they teleported still, but
teleportation thing still stands. The rope
Would-
thing doesn't seem to be holding any ground.
but
Jumping
you
down, if he's like, if they were 15 pounds, sure.
parachutes.
Teleportation, very high spell. That's the case.
No, what if it's someone like me though? Like some other mystical elf man gave someone else teleporty powers.
How many mystical
The
elf
same
men?
kind of mystical elf man that stabbed Owen.
Yes, mystical elf men.
2! Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
I suppose that is fair.
Elvin has the heebie-jeebies about it. He thinks it was a super powerful magic user.
Then why did they use gasoline
That's what I said.
and slit their throat? Okay,
Well, Owen was stabbed. A lot. So it's not like it's that different.
It's a lot.
fire is
different,
different.
yeah.
But weren't they were trying to take Molly. They weren't trying to hurt Molly before. That one lady, she cast fireball, right? Didn't she
No.
cast fire, that one lady in the house?
She, yeah, she did.
this wasn't.
She's looking for me.
Maybe she was tracking us to get to Molly? And she
Let me know when you get back to
followed
the house.
us here? And waited till the night we were here to do it?
She knew my name, Veda. Why would she know that if she only wanted Molly? I don't think this was Elle. I think she's dangerous. But I don't think it was her.
I mean, who else would... Do you think it was just a random attack?
No. I
How
think
could you-
whatever is going on here is probably partly my fault.
Ow.
I just feel like they would be fine. If not for me. Think about it. After everything happened in Demon Arm, and we saved the one mercenary from getting eaten alive, those life takers threatened me by going after Molly. They knew about her.
But Molly was a target when we found her. Maybe
I
not by
think I-
them, but...
Yeah, but there's a good chance I put an extra target on her back. And now this. But I also know and I understand that what is going on with her family in their situation, I don't think they had a lot of options of avoiding it.
So, it's your fault, but it was inevitable anyway? Doesn't make sense.
What I am going to tell you guys, I had just told Scarlett last night. Dash, I know you don't know a whole lot of this because you've been here. The short of it is I had my memories blocked years ago. Beta and I had an accident. To get us out of it, what was cast brought all of my memories back with it. They've been slowly coming back. Long story short, my first husband is alive. And so is my daughter.
But, well, that's good news. Right?
Yes and no. My husband had 2 other siblings. His sister Naomi and his brother Owen.
Owen, like dead Owen, then zombie Owen, then dead again Owen.
We don't have to bring up the zombie part. That was an accident.
Yeah. But it gets worse.
So Scarlett's your niece. Kinda.
Ollie.
Yeah, her too.
Both?
Their family are all very powerful magic users. It runs in their blood. Molly has it. I'm pretty sure my daughter has it. And that kind of keeps going back every generation. And I didn't know at first, but I seem to have found myself married in to Elson Adcaeus's family.
What?
Magical elf man?
The first one that came over is my father-in-law.
That's awkward.
And right before I forgot everything, I had just had my daughter, not long before. And Byron had got a letter. Gist of it was his father wanted the kids to come work with him. And if they didn't, he would come for our children. And he'd have them work for him, for his goals. It's still fuzzy.
But why would he hurt Molly then? She's
The same reason that Owen is dead.
Owen. I don't know. Owen's an adult. You can take a. I mean, not to be like morbid or anything, but you could take a kid and still like. I guess essentially brainwash them. I don't know. I mean, why kill Molly? She's so young.
Fought back. He hired someone I don't know. Look at what happened with Elle. I'm pretty sure that she's involved in all of this.
So we track down Elle, beat her up, figure out if Elson hired her, and then track down Elson, beat him up, win.
I know he's powerful and I know it's a long shot, but I would like to see him dead.
Very low.
Making a Nancy. Okay. So wherever they are, they got hired. So they have to have a safe house? Maybe not in the city, but right outside?
Unless it was someone he couldn't trace back to him. I don't know.
I mean, the only way outside of the city is the gate, right, Dash?
Yeah, we
Or a
got.
normal person?
You know what? That's a good idea. I'm gonna go. Hey, Janice,
Yes, sir.
can you send someone out to each of the towers and see if they saw anything at the house from the
Gadget
tower?
walks back up.
The towers are mainly for keeping an eye outwards. Occasionally they would glance inwards, but I can find out.
Yeah, do that for me, please.
Will do.
You think the gate guards might have seen anyone try to, like, break their way through to escape?
Even if they just happen to see somebody out late at night, I mean,
Yeah.
I wandered a bit last night, but I kind of saw how this town runs. There ain't a whole lot of people on the street after dark. Not really.
Janice,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
anyone leave through the gate last night? Between the thunderclap and the everything else now?
No gates were opened at all last night, sir.
Thank you.
So I went back and did some reconnaissance on that house again.
What'd you find?
I've come to two conclusions. One or two options. I'm not really sure which it is, but I'm definitely leaning towards whoever did this was not a magic user. At least it's not in the traditional sense. My experience with people who are like wizards who study, they're smart, right? They know what they're doing, they're prepared. Whoever showed up and did this started the fire at the top of the bed from where Molly was. When you start a fire from the bottom, so it burns up. So whoever did this either doesn't know how to start a fire, or they were in a hurry. They also showed up, and if they could teleport there, that makes them a high level caster or high level wizard. But they didn't cast fireball. They used gasoline in a hurry and then jumped through a window.
Right.
Well, they could be like me.
So
I can teleport a ways.
All right.
Like,
you're saying we're looking for a normal, sloppy
Okay.
individual who's not very bright.
Yeah, I got it.
I mean,
All right, Gadget. You all right, I agree with you that they're not a magic user, but that means they're trackable. I'm gonna go talk to Ilaria or Elmond and see if anybody can cast this this spell right here. It's called Polymorph. We might be able to sniff them out.
what about the people that broke into your room that time and stabbed you, Elaine?
That's what the bracelet was supposed to protect her from.
It's true.
But
they're
the
not
only-
necessarily magic users.
The only problem I have with that is the person who did that to you, they have been able to stay one step ahead of us. And that doesn't track with the person who couldn't start a fire. Unless they were in a hurry.
No, when they came after me, I didn't even know how long they were there for.
And they let us know.
I woke up in the middle of the night and I couldn't see them, but I knew someone or something was in the room with me. And then all of a sudden, no movement, no sound, and they're right next to me. Right in my ear.
Is it possible this was a kid?
You think a kid stabbed her and set her on fire? Do you have
So-
any sociopathic kids running around your town?
A child would have been light on their feet, but the no, it wouldn't have been a child because the footprints are too big.
I mean,
Unless they're wearing really big shoes.
I mean, this isn't Newport News, Virginia, so
Wow.
If they were wearing bigger shoes, the weight distribution wouldn't have been the same across the thing. So I doubt that's the case.
Unless it was like Isla and it was a weird mutant kid with big feet.
Isla was
Yeah, but
heavy.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
not
the
all
li- the-
mutations are the same, right?
I mean,
Look
I
at
guess
look at Gadget.
I don't know. There's a very big disconnect between how they got in and the rest of it. Because they got in, they got out mostly without getting caught.
Not yet.
But
Maybe
they-
they disguise themselves as a guard and they've been just milling about the whole time?
if the gate hasn't been opened and they don't know magic,
They're still here.
then they're still in town.
So one thing to keep an eye on that's going to be hard to tell because I wasn't paying attention to everybody that came to help with the fire. Anybody that smells like fire gasoline and wasn't here or has clothes that smell like fire or gasoline is a high suspect.
It'd be a shapeshifter again, a silver blood thing,
uh-oh.
and they shifted into a guard.
Loesch is a big suspect now.
I mean, they don't really do magic, but they could have transformed, turned themselves into, like, I don't know, a bat, glided down, turned back, jumped in the windows, stabbed, set on fire, jump out.
A bat with really big boots on?
Well, they turn
They
back
also may
into
have-
a person when they land.
Oh.
They may have also injured themselves when they went through the window.
So we would have seen silver blood.
Oh. That thunderclap hurts too. What kind of injuries? Some bludgeoning injuries?
It'd be, yeah, it's like thunder damage, so more like sound injuries, bleeding from the ears. Also, I think we're gonna take a quick break and continue this investigation, because I have to take a pee like a racehorse, so I'm gonna go do that.
Wow. I think I watched the dog goes, I think.
Yeah, so we'll take a quick break. We'll be back in like,
I think.
I don't know, 15-20 minutes. Holy poop, Gadget, you're so big. All right, we'll be
Light it on fire now.
Welcome back, everyone. And time to start this back up again.
That seems like an avoidance.
It is. Anyway, so let's get right back into the investigation. And how is gadget breaking already?
It's the theme.
So, I don't know. It could be nothing makes sense.
No,
Him breaking?
we're missing something.
The investigation. He doesn't care about him breaking.
I'm gonna go back and find Element and Ilaria.
Okay. When you go back there, Val and Thea and them are talking. Ilaria is kind of tearing up a little bit. All right, I understand it. We gotta figure this out, though. And you're sure she's okay? Well, no, I'm not sure. It could be multiple things, but I believe that she'll pull through, but we don't really know. And they see you walk up, and it's like, oh, hello, Dash. What can I do for you?
Can any of you free cast polymorph?
Element kind of nods, and he's like, for what exactly?
Okay. If you turn yourself into a bloodhound, can you pick up the trail of gasoline?
I mean, I suppose it's possible. I don't really know, but it's a possibility.
Gasoline was used as like to start that fire or spread it, and so we need to see if we can find a trail of gas away from the house. Hopefully we can follow whoever did it, if there's more than one.
That's a fair idea. Are we sure that it was somebody who actually was physically there?
Well,
From the sounds of what Valiant Thea was telling me, it could be something on the magical spectrum, not necessarily.
that seems unlikely. We got boot prints outside the window. Scarlet saw someone leaving, like a figure leaving the outside the window when she found Molly with the room in flames. So there was physically someone there. And if they use gasoline, we should be able to track them if someone can follow the scent.
All right. Do my best. I prefer not being a dog the entire time there. Can you bring me to Molly's, Scarlet's house?
Yep. And I will go.
Right. So,
I'll follow them.
oh, you went with Dash?
Yeah.
Aha!
Eureka.
Take on me.
Anyway.
On me.
Okay. Stop.
In a day home. No, don't got it.
All right. That's the end of the game, everyone.
That was clever.
Oh, the doctor is in. Let's edit this. I don't enjoy that. Just
No,
realized.
it's sticking in.
Okay.
That's gonna be a short.
I can't do a whole lot of editing, so I pretty much
Yeah,
take the
turn
episode
that
and
into a
instantly
short
upload
one
it.
after we upload to YouTube.
Perfect.
Nice.
Then we'll get copyright striked. Anyway, okay, so you, Element, and Veda walk back to the place. Element's like, All right. Where do I start? I am
in the alleyway over here.
okay.
Oh, it's exciting. I've always wanted a dog.
I'm not going to be your dog. I'm just doing this for an hour or so.
Yeah, but I can like.
Hey, no, don't touch me. I'm a working dog, remember? You can't touch working dogs. You weren't really around back then, I guess, but if a dog was working, you didn't touch them because that would distract them from their job.
Okay. But you're like a smart multitasking dog.
No, don't touch me.
Oh, okay.
And he polymorphs into a bloodhound. Ears dragging across the ground.
Oh. You know that helps move the scent toward their nose.
Oh, neat. All right, I pull out a leash and a collar.
Don't you?
You just have on you. Valentina is freaky.
I have this thing here in my coat.
I brought it from my bedside table.
I care nothing about finding Molly's killer. This was what I wanted all along.
I'm gonna call you Fido.
All right, so let's. What is a bloodhound's scent?
Amazing.
Probably real good. Probably,
Good.
At least a plus 39.
at least.
Oh, unfortunately, it can't smell gas. It only can smell blood. Oh,
Shucks.
You need a gas hound.
Well, when you slit
Bloodhound, I
someone's
should've
throat, I'm
known.
sure you get blood on your hands. That's very intimate.
Oh, no way.
They can only smell blood?
No. There's a spell called Bloodhound.
Yeah, Morton Kane's Faithful Hound, or?
No, it's just called Bloodhound.
Oh,
And they get an enhanced sense of smell.
what level's that one? I didn't see it.
Level 1. It's not in the normal book.
Well, this I have my mini sparrow. So,
Yeah, you touch a willing creature to grant it an enhanced sense of smell. For the duration, the creature has advantage on perception checks that rely on smell and survival checks to follow tracks. You can cast the spell a 3rd level or higher. You also grant the target blind sight out to a range of 30 feet for the duration.
Yeet.
Anyway, that's not what I was looking for, though.
But what if the dog could do that? Or it'd be real funny if Element realized he could cast that spell after he turned himself into a dog.
No. You let him turn into a dog, and then when he comes back, why didn't you just use the Bloodhound spell?
Element's a furry, it's canon. That's why.
Who's a good boy?
No. If he was a furry, he would have let you pet him when he polymorphs.
True.
So he's a closeted furry.
Okay, everybody shut up.
He's accepted here.
What? We're just doing theories.
It's real detective work going on.
You know, you gotta get through the, like, speculation phase of the investigation to get to, like, the
Spit
hard
at the wall.
facts.
See what
it's now in
sticks.
it's now in Veda's book and it's canon.
There you go.
Putting it in.
Is it right next to the wanted poster for Boone and Muffin?
I would never. Maybe just a wanted poster for Muffin, because he probably is an arsonist.
Wanted for questioning.
And he's light. Got big feet.
Ooh.
Very light.
Wanted as a questioner?
He has to question himself about the events of last night.
All
Let's
right.
see him lie to himself now.
So, I'm actually going to do this spell instead of polymorph.
Aww.
Well, the thing is, the only dog in the book is a mastiff, And it has a +1 perception, and it just gets advantage on its rolls.
Oh, so my kinks mean absolutely nothing to you.
Correct. So what he is going to do, actually, Veda, the lead investigator of the group, he is going to touch you and cast Bloodhound on you. Gives you 8 hours. He'll cast it at 3rd level as well. Gives you 8 hours of blind sight up to 30 feet. And you have advantage on perception checks for smell. And you have advantage on survival checks when tracking.
Cat with dog senses. Hilarious.
Yes.
Oh, I can smell real good now. Hey, I have to ask you for consent. You're gonna ask me for consent to touch me?
Correct.
Anyway.
I'm doing something nice for you, and you're treating me like a dog.
It's not true. I've never had one, that's all. Okay, does anyone nearby smell like gasoline?
Roll a perception check with advantage.
2 dice. 2 new dice. This one has a skull. Is that bad juju? We'll find out. Hey, the skull one rolled high. Okay. 24.
Ooh.
No one nearby. But as you're sniffing around, you smell a strong scent of gas coming from inside the house. And then it kind of leads you out the window. And as soon as you get to a couple steps out of the window, it kind of disappears.
It kind of disappears out the window.
Well, can you try to pick it up?
Maybe if I went higher, do scents rise? Like, cause the fire heat rises? Is that a thing?
Just follow your nose.
Okay, I'm going to climb to get a higher vantage point. And I can just...
I need
I'm a
actual
kitty cat.
advice on this, because I don't know. If somebody, for example, just hypothetically, let's say somebody flies into the air who smells like this, you wouldn't really get that scent anymore, correct? Because it's not like on the ground.
Well, okay, I'll raise you one better. Let's say hypothetically I'm flying through the air and I crop dust a bunch of people. How long does that scent stay there?
Not very long.
I was gonna use the never mind.
What? That's a good analogy.
You ever had somebody that walks by you that just reeks via any reason? Like, they leave and it's still there, but it takes time for it to leave.
I think that's more of an enclosed space, though. I feel like out in the open.
That's what I was gonna say. It depends on how much the air is moving and whether it's stagnant or whether the wind's blowing.
So I probably wouldn't smell it unless...
Is it windy outside or is it nice outside?
Is it humid?
Tell us.
It's
Because
an
it will dissipate.
apocalyptic
Arid.
wasteland known as Texas. I feel like it is.
There's always a single tumbleweed just going in the background.
A single one always rolling.
Yep.
And it's just
It's the same one
gas
at
that
all
you can
these different
smell.
locations.
Just wandering around.
Is it just gas that she can smell?
I can smell anything. Everything. Do I smell... Okay, let's see.
Like smoke? Like somebody would still be smoky, right?
All right.
I mean, all these people. And the thing is, you also have like looky-loos and stuff like that stick around to see the fire and whatever. All these people around here would smell like smoke.
I mean, you could gather
How about
everyone
smoke
and I
and
could
gas?
smell them for gasoline on their hands.
Yep.
Smoke and gas.
Smoke and gas and blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. triple threat.
Is that what you're wanting to do then?
Do I catch any other unusual scents around the house?
Like Dracar Noir. I'm sure Kenny wears that.
Yeah, 100%.
What about
Like
that?
wet- like
what about
wet
the fancy
feathers.
soap? The fancy soap from Bernadette.
I don't
Wait, did she
think,
recently give him fancy
I
soap?
don't think
No, that was
Bernadette gave him
allowed.
soap.
Oh.
And Kenny 100% doesn't shower.
Yeah.
Oh, he would be distinct.
Actually, no, that's not true because he did shower at.
Oh yes,
Talia's.
the gross shower.
Well, he showered and then he showered.
Yes.
Oh.
Blech. Blech.
So does Kenny have a very distinct fragrance then?
I mean, he would smell the
probably
same as
smells
all
like a
you
parrot.
guys.
No, they have that like birdie smell.
Because like all of you guys would have showered at Talia's as well, so anybody in that building smelled the same.
Mm-hmm. But everybody has their own distinct smell.
Does Talia leave the same soap in the other showers as she uses in her own?
Okay, we're not talking about you specifically, Gadget. We're talking about all the people at Talia's.
And besides, that was like months ago.
No, it was
listen,
just last week.
Oh, right, for you guys.
Yeah, for you, it's. Did you ever shower at Talia's?
Yeah, I think I did. One time.
Never again. Okay, I guess I can zigzag around the alleyways and see if I pick it up on something. They had to have touched something if they couldn't teleport.
Smell the boot print.
Smell the boot print.
It smells like leather.
Leather.
Perfect.
We've got a lead.
Church.
Okay, maybe I just wind my way around. Yeah, and I'll see if... I don't know, do you think they climbed through the window and it immediately stopped, so they had to have jumped? Eventually they had to touch something. When I climbed up, I didn't smell anything.
I will say, as you climbed up, the slight scent of gasoline was still there, slowly getting stronger until you can't get any higher.
It was up here. Okay, which direction did it go? Can I tell
Kind of
which-
went straight up in the air, and then you couldn't follow it after that.
They jumped again. No, either they're like a kangaroo, which I've never seen, or they can fly. Because it kind of disappears up high, but I got it a little bit. Are there mutant kangaroos running around, hopping around, killing children?
No.
Okay.
Just dogs.
What?
Just dogs.
Oh.
We had a problem, but now we got a fence up. Anyway, do you think it's a magic user trying to make it look like it was a not magic user?
No, I think it was either someone who can do short teleports like I can, or can kind of fly. Maybe? Or maybe someone who can jump really far. From rooftop to rooftop?
The thing is, I have to ask a question of you guys. Would anybody actually suspect Kenny?
No.
Not
No,
Yep.
with
Not off
one
the
exception.
What is the one exception?
The only exception to the instance in which Gadget would suspect Kenny is if we see Kenny and he has one less mark on his arm.
Ooh.
But I mean,
Sort of
suspecting
that.
someone who
On his
could
hand,
fly.
you mean?
Kenny's not the only one who has wings in the mutant world.
Because I was thinking about it on break. I wouldn't, even if all the clues pointed to Kenny, like it wouldn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
But it wouldn't make sense for Kenny to smell like smoke because he was sleeping.
Well, I mean, yes and no, because whenever we do these plot comas, it's kind of like the person's there, but not there.
Okay.
So, like, technically, you guys have Kenny here. It's just he doesn't talk. I mean, not that he does normally, but.
But you said that he'd be injured though. So it's like, how does he?
Well,
So,
you all got drunk.
I think what he's saying is like Kenny is here. He might not be actively with the group helping trying to solve this or anything.
No. I get that part.
You
but
know,
I'm
he-
like, how does he say that? You know, he got.
he would smell
gotta
like
be hurt.
gasoline, and
Yeah.
he would be like injured from a thunderclap.
From
Thunderwave.
something.
I mean, yes and no. Like, after he got back to the house, like, he might have cleaned himself up a little bit. But on top of that, it's like, you guys all got drunk as well. So maybe he had a bit, because he had a drink, I believe, or two with you.
No, he wouldn't drink, or he wouldn't drink with us because he wanted to play.
He did drink something, because you kind of forced him to drink
He
something.
had like one shot, I think.
So it's like, depending on Kenny's tolerance or whatever, like, he could have drank something and then hurt himself being drunk, like that.
A beast rider, maybe? Someone on a wyvern? I mean, I guess that would be noticeable.
Yeah, the towers would have seen that.
I feel like if a dragon flew to town, somebody would notice.
I'm
The problem is nothing makes sense.
How close are the rooftops? Like run and jump? Like, could I run and jump between them?
Yeah, about 10 feet apart, we kind of discussed.
Okay. So I'm gonna, whatever direction it kind of smelled like it was coming from, I'm gonna run and leap to the next building and see if I can still smell it.
Okay. I'm gonna say probably one more, and then not aim.
But
One
one
more.
more sniff check?
One more
Or-
building.
Oh, and then I don't smell anything?
Yeah, because he would have been going up high.
Can I climb up and look around, or no? Would it be even worth my time to climb up and look around?
I mean, you can, but she has the bloodhound thing that makes her nose.
No, I'm just
better.
talking for. I don't know whether Kenny would have been able to get away cleanly.
With all the stealth checks I had him roll, because I was trying to get him caught, but he
Yeah.
was rolling. It's like, oh, I got a natural 20. Oh, I got a natural 19. So
Sure, Kenny.
yeah, exactly. It's like, prove it. We need dice cam next episode.
Yeah.
Wait, for Gar and Dez, are we back with you guys?
We should be.
Yeah,
back.
you guys would. I assumed you guys would have been back.
No, don't assume anything. We're waiting for you to say, "Hey, we're back."
Okay, you're
And
back.
What did you find out?
I
All the
smell
same
it this
information.
Well, it kind of stops, but it was headed in this direction. I point, I wave over where I'm across a few buildings.
Point directly to Kenny's room in my house.
Dun, dun, dun.
The scent
Is
stops
it heading
here.
inwards the city, or does it seem like it's heading outwards to go over the wall?
Heading. Well, your building is kind of at the back of the city, is it not?
I was at the center.
Dash.
Oh well, if it's at the center, then yeah, he's going towards the house.
Yeah, they were heading into the city, so they're probably still around here somewhere.
They said nobody had left through the gates.
No.
Oh yeah, well, they gotta be then for sure then.
Hey, Des, can you turn into a wolf?
Like that one.
No, I don't know why you guys keep asking if I can turn into stuff.
You
With
can't
stupid
turn into
Ellen
bats,
accent.
you can't turn into wolves.
It was
What
Ellen
do you
that turned me into stuff.
She doesn't drink blood. I mean, how can you be a vampire if you don't do any of those things?
Oh my goodness. You people. Get over it already.
Not a very good vampire in my.
How's it going out there? Bloop.
You know, it'd be very funny if we turned her into a bat.
Oh, you have juice for that now?
That's a lower level spell.
I know she can turn into bats by herself, she just doesn't want to admit it.
Is anybody going to respond to Elaine?
Badoo, I have a scent going towards the center of the city, but I'm losing it. It's not very strong. All I smell is a little bit of gasoline. Badoo.
So we were right. They probably are still in town. Bloop.
Yeah, I think so. Badoo.
All right. Elman,
DM, have there been any updates yet from the clinic?
I've been watching a doctor show, and some surgeries go on for like 24 hours. Currently, there have been no updates because it has only been about an hour or two.
Isn't this kid magical, though?
What does that have to do with anything?
It's a magical
You think she
lineage.
can magically heal herself?
Yeah, come on. I
No,
thought this kid
she's
was a
in
super
coma.
genius.
So injured.
she will think her way
Dead.
through her slit throat.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it'll
He
self-heal.
will portray himself into a new body.
There. Thank you, Gar.
All right.
All right, Elman, how many more times can you cast that spell?
Pretty much
What
as
are you
much as
saying,
you want.
Dash? You want to be a bloodhound too? What?
Well, we start canvassing.
We already canvassed.
No, with like our heightened senses.
Ooh.
Oh,
On the rooftop.
we're all bloodhounds. Going.
Okay, and we start canvassing that way that Beta thinks.
All right, hit me with your bloodhound. Hit me.
He just taps you on your forehead.
You realize you're low to the ground, right? She was saying it was up high.
That's okay. I'll do the low part.
Right.
Gar gets down on all fours.
I pull out the collar again.
And does like the ring crawl.
I don't think Gar would like a collar.
You don't know what Gar would like.
No, I do not.
Gross. Anyway. Okay. So you guys are all bloodhounded up, if that's what you want.
Woo.
Actually, no. Elaine is still in the hospital, so. Okay.
Magic can get
You don't have
I'm gonna
to do that.
go.
None of you have to do that. It's not necessary.
We're signaling each other. We're on the
Yeah.
hunt.
Okay, but you're actual humans. You can just
You're
say,
not a
"Hey,
dog.
we're on
You're
the
not a
hunt."
dog, Gar.
I'm not a human.
Neither am I.
Neither am
You're
I.
not even
That's like
a
you're
human.
not
Yeah, what is
Racist.
But you're not a dog.
You're
not a
all
dog, Gar.
humanoids. You're not dog people.
Des, I'm in character.
this? Oh.
Oh. Oh, okay.
All right.
Alright.
Well, you all enjoy. I'm going to go check in with Scarlet and Molly.
Whatever you do, Element, don't you unstrap her from that bed.
Why is she strapped to a bed?
Just don't.
Okay. I'm going to grab Ilaria and we'll head down there.
Vader, are you going up too, or are you staying? Are you going back down on the ground?
I'm gonna hop around the rooftops to see if I can get a better idea.
Okay, well, I'm gonna kind of go parallel to you then.
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
I got the ground. I got the ground.
I'm gonna kill you.
I'm going to go over to Scarlet.
Or are you going to unstrap me now? Is that what's going on? Or what are we doing here?
I'm going to gently put a hand on one of the restraints that are around her leg.
Here's your
And
leg.
so on.
You're right, Scarlet. Is that what you want to hear?
I don't want to hear anything. I want to see my daughter.
Whether I take these off of you or not right now, they are in the middle of surgery to save her life. You are not the only person here that cares about her. And as hard as it is to believe, and I know it's a shock, but you're not her only family anymore. And you're right. I did take 9 years off from being a mother. But you forget. I did it to save my daughter's life. Shh.
Go to sleep.
And I'm trying to help you save yours. So, yes. I'm going to let you not be tied down to this bed while your daughter is in surgery. But I'm also gonna go get a fucking coffee. So if you'd like one, I will bring you one.
Good luck, the restaurant's closed. Sorry, that was rude. I run the restaurant, that was the joke. Yeah, sure, let's go.
I'm gonna undo one. You can stay here. I don't mind going and getting coffee. I have to go all the way to Dash's house to go make a cup. But no, if you take a step in there, you can put her life at more risk. Dash went in to try and get you an update. So you weren't sitting here just wondering what the hell is happening.
Did he get an update?
He told you they were in the middle of a...
Never mind.
I was like, didn't you tell her? I was like, I could have sworn you told her.
Yes, he did.
He said they were working on everything they can do. And if they haven't come out, that means they're still in the middle of it.
You didn't tell her the fact that, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought she was getting at.
Yeah.
No, I was just
That
getting at
was
the
the
fact
need-
that they're trying to save her daughter's life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they're
not a
working on
need
her.
to know.
He told you she's a charred little corpse with an open throat.
I'm gonna undo the first leg, and then I'll undo the second. This isn't easy for anyone. And I know you don't realize it, but I know better than almost anybody what it feels like to lose a child. So yes, I have a general idea of what you're going through right now. And it's awful. And it stings. And that pain never goes away. But your daughter has a chance.
Isn't your daughter alive? Seems like a pretty
My
good
first
chance
one
to me.
is. I lost 3 more after I forgot my first daughter even existed. And I'll undo her hands.
She just sits there kind of in stunned silence for a second.
I'll go grab us some coffee.
Alright. I'll come with you. She gets up.
Let's go get coffee and pour some alcohol in it.
It's probably
The
a good
Beta
idea.
Special.
Ooh.
Pretty much. Hair of the dog or something? I don't know. Anyway,
Fina always calls it.
let's just go
Sounds
to
breakfast.
let's just go to my restaurant.
What's closer?
The restaurant.
Okay.
Everybody roll perception checks for smell.
With advantage?
With advantage.
Oh my god.
Not 20.
All I smell
Oh,
is
no way.
coffee and liquor.
Mm-mm.
This gold dice. This is the one.
Oh, samesies. I had to use a good guess, but
You got so it's triple
Plus
advantage?
whatever.
No, it's perception.
Yes,
yeah,
over that
triple
20.
advantage, but worth it.
Oh, 27.
28.
Dad's got a 24.
25.
Gar got a 22.
I was really waiting for a 29 or a 30.
I don't have. My perception's not int based.
My perception's not wisdom. I mean, is wisdom. Okay, so you're just drinking whiskey straight from the bottle, or what?
It's
Is that an
tea.
investigation matter?
Sure. What?
That's clearly
it's
coffee.
perception.
Okay. That's like black coffee.
You got your mix. You just pour it into your mouth and
Wow.
take a shot.
I actually got
Perfect.
27. Dad's got 27.
Hey.
Okay. Oh, we're getting litty tonight.
What'd you get?
All right.
Perception. Self-alcohol.
Gar got 25.
Ooh.
Okay.
Did everybody get a 20 plus?
Yes.
And me, I got an 18.
Yes.
I got natural 20.
We smell real good.
Oh
I'm
man,
so
that's
proud of all of you.
3 nat 20s.
Or I thought.
Ooh.
Ada, I thought got nat 20.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I got
no,
one, you got one, Veda got
skull
one, and Des got
dice.
one.
Yep.
This
That's
is
the
the
one.
one.
That's
There
the
you
one.
go.
That
All right.
Beta Death Stalker.
There you go.
That's really her dice.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
About time. About
The
time
other
for her.
dice were her family name.
There you go.
Aw,
Had to get rid of it.
that's powerful. Now I have to find all my
Uh-oh,
other skull dice
uh-oh.
and take them out.
Anyway, so
That's stuff to
Um,
make it happen.
you guys go around
Oh.
sniffing as much as you can. go door to door, knocking on doors, heading towards like the area that Veda scented it from. And nobody smells like smoke other than like a distant kind of smell because they're in the vicinity. Nobody smells like gasoline though, and definitely nobody smells like blood.
Except that one housewife who just cut her hand chopping stuff.
Yeah, she cut carrots.
I was just chopping onions, y'all. I was making some stew, and
With
hand.
the wood fire. You pour some gasoline in that stew.
yeah,
lady?
you know, gotta make
Some
the bones
flavor.
strong.
It adds an extra bit of spice. The stew.
I look at my suspect list, Suzanne.
Suzanne!
How did you know my name?
Exactly.
I just
Suspect
gave
number
it to
3.
you.
But okay, so no one. Where's? So we smell a little bit of gasoline on some people, but we don't smell any.
You don't
Another
smell
trail
gas.
of
You don't smell
gasoline.
gasoline on anyone.
A little bit of smoke on people. That's
Except
it.
Suzanne.
Suzanne is it.
Suzanne's
Take her
the
down.
one.
Let's take her to Janice for interrogation.
Slap some cuffs on her.
Mhm.
I am certain that
We-
Janice will take care of you.
We don't smell any on any of the buildings, right? Like heading into any of them.
No.
Joe Mama. Joe Mama.
They gotta be here though.
I'm gonna circle as many of the buildings as I can, like front, back, side.
I was trying to find. I played 7 Days to Die, and I was pretty sure that gasoline was actually part of one of the food recipes. I think it was for hobo stew, but I forget. Anyway,
It's the apocalypse, anything's possible.
you know, and Jackie Chan, Legend of Drunken Master, he's like drinking straight gas at the end of the movie. So
Because
That's
he's a
like-
badass.
True.
Uses his chi to filter out.
yeah, that's what was happening. Not him actually coughing up blood while
No,
he's
no.
fighting.
No, that's the bad blood. That's
That's-
supposed to be out.
Hey,
That's-
Jackie Chan does all his own stunts,
That's
okay?
All his own
Healthy coughed up blood.
Yeah,
That's a bad juju.
You know, sometimes you gotta clear that out.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Toxins
Clear the
in
bad
body.
blood out so you can just
Doing
refresh.
A cleanse.
That's what my grandfather always says. That's why he says it's good to donate blood. Get that old blood out so your body replenishes.
Yeah.
Damn Randy's. Well, let me take the first one.
I think we're gonna give Veda just a random blade.
What?
I'm just staring at all my like swords and stuff. Like,
Oh, we
use
were
a blade.
discussing her level 3 warlock, weapon pact thingy.
Oh, you want to do weapons?
Yeah.
Here, how about this kunai?
Well, you were thinking of being able to turn your fists into packed weapons, right?
Yeah.
My
But it would
fists
move.
are the packed weapons.
Yeah. Right here, man.
Anyway, what are you guys doing now that your investigation has turned up nothing?
Let him finish.
I will finish, thank you. Some people.
We got. Okay, suspect. Suspect number 1 is Elson, right? Evil magic smoke wizard elf man. Suspect number 2,
Susanna.
Suzanne. Suspect number 3, Muffin. No, just kidding. It wouldn't be Muffin. He's too tiny. Or unknown, non-magical serial
Sure.
killer who just happened to be in the vicinity.
I, for one, do not want to tell Scarlet that we've got nothing.
There's gotta be something we're missing. We
Super
got into
frustrating.
town. We saw Scarlet and
I think you
What were you gonna-
are the only new people in town.
What were you going to say, Gadget?
It's the only evidence that we found indicates that the suspect went to this headed towards this area of town. They don't know how to start a fire, or they were in a hurry. They're likely not magical.
But they made it onto
they-
the roof after.
They traversed the roofs and were able to get down lightly.
it could have been a tabaxi like me, or a mutant, or
It had boots, so probably not tabaxi.
I can wear boots.
Can you? Let your claws poke through.
I cut my nails. I'm not a savage.
I don't know if there's anybody else like me.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true. It
doctor
could
in
have
the area?
been a vampire.
Sure.
So what you mean like you?
Dash,
is there-
Dash doesn't know.
Is there something about Despina's appearance that would have been
she
obvious?
she looks human, so no.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's nothing. Nothing. Vampires are real. Don't worry about it.
What? Oh, what's?
They can climb the walls with just their feet.
You can walk up walls.
Yeah, I'm damp here.
Is that not a vampire?
It's a partial.
It's
Half and
kind
half.
of not. Yeah.
So it was a tabaxi, a mutant, a dampier. Who else is real good at either climbing or jumping up buildings?
I mean, I have acrobatics, but my boots are not that big.
I'm not there, but technically Elaine is good at those things.
Or a human?
I'm pretty
I
sure
guess.
Elaine. I'm pretty sure Elaine's boots aren't that big, but she could probably do all this stuff too.
And we said mutants, right?
Okay, yeah, but this is someone who, when they jumped off the roof, they could land without making a big dent. So either a wizard, a teleporter.
The problem all comes back to exactly what Gadget's been saying. This doesn't make any sense. Who in their right mind would want to do anything to
A child. A child that's gone through so much, according to you guys. I haven't been with you that whole time, but she's gone through a lot.
And they were specifically targeting her so that they knew where her bedroom was.
So you'd think it'd be somebody that, you know, that's familiar with her. Her surroundings, I'm assuming. Like, does everybody know where Molly is? Like, does everybody know who Molly is?
That's a question for Dash.
Like, where she lives, like her bedroom?
I don't know who her friends are. Like,
We'd
But
have
that-
to
that's-
spoil it.
That might be something we look into.
Yeah, how many people are in this community anyway? How many people are in misery now?
Yeah.
how many people are in misery?
In misery.
Like 700.
So they can't. They
Thousand.
can't
Really,
It's not.
Oh my
it's not
God.
that many.
but that's what I mean.
that's
It's
700 is not that many people. It doesn't take that many days to learn everybody and where people live and all that stuff. So
Yeah, but-
that's
Yeah, but you don't
possible,
know where they live in the house. How would they know what bedroom
but
she was
I
in?
can't see people living here for that long and then all of a sudden decide that this needs to happen.
no, but that's what I mean. It's like, but it's somebody that has to know her and be able to know where to find her. Because it's not like, did she have a sign on her door that said Molly's room?
When did
Can't
this
tell, it's all brain.
No, but like the
Oh, you
room with all the
puppies.
kids' toys might give it away.
From the
Yes,
window,
did they
sure.
come through the window or through the door?
Yeah, they
we
came through the
figure it was through the window. So it's like, how did they know from the outside? That's what I'm saying.
Dash,
It's
you
like
said
they-
we were the
they
only
have-
visitors?
They have to
far?
know this house, right? Does that not make sense or no?
Well, we visited yesterday, but
No, I mean, like, who else has come into town? Any strangers? Any travelers? Any
I got Isaac tomorrow.
long lost?
hey, Janet,
The first one I've got 252. 200.
hey Janice, how many strangers we got in town right now?
It's a good question. Some of the mercenaries in the quarter. I'm unsure.
All right, we're looking for probably a mutant or someone who can jump really high or traverse rooftops between houses at quite considerable distances. Ask the guards and let's put a list of names together.
any well-trained assassin or mercenary would have some sort of athleticism to them.
No, we're talking about unnatural.
Well, the houses are only separated by about 10 feet.
Okay, so there was but you said that there was eventually a space that Veda couldn't jump across?
No, it went straight up in the air. Like it disappeared.
Oh.
Like the houses are all only about 10 feet apart, but it just went up. Like there was no more to it.
Okay, so can we safely conclude that we know this person can fly then, or?
It's like, how else would you
that's
get
kind
up
of
in
how
the
we
air?
already said that, I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Round up anybody who we know can fly.
Are you including your friends?
Probably not. The only
Very
person
well.
that is Kitty.
How many people do you know that can fly? You have Aarakocra here?
I don't know.
Actually, yeah, how many
Sounds
mutants
like
do you
blood, Dash.
have in your town?
Oh, about 12.
Okay. Good to know.
No.
Sorry, what'd you say, Gadget?
I was saying, Dan, his town's grown up a lot if he doesn't know if there's any Aarakocra living here.
They're a little noticeable.
Not
didn't
in my
talk about
town.
We didn't talk about it in the quiet ear. I don't see race or mutations.
That man is literally a pigeon.
Did you just assume his?
his bird species mix?
Anyway,
He's eating.
Hey,
Hold
Dash,
off
you think
on
we
that.
should ask him just to rule him out so nobody thinks we're playing favorites?
Yeah, it's probably safe.
I can't
mean-
do it, guys.
He wouldn't have any. There's no reason to think of he would want to harm Molly, but I mean that way nobody thinks we're playing favorites since you know us.
Yeah.
I mean, should you
Like-
do me too, since I can teleport?
Hashtag me too.
I can only do it twice, and I've done it once already. So if I do it another time, does that mean I'm clear?
Well, you only have to sleep for an hour in order for you to get it back.
That's true. No one knows that. Do I even know that? I don't know.
I feel like Elwin would have kind of give you an idea.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
but-
So I guess I should be on the list too if Kenny's on the list.
But we've ruled out teleporters because we actually have a physical trail to follow.
Oh,
Right.
that's true. But I can't teleport that far.
And you
30
said they
feet.
flew up in the air or went up in the air.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's Superman.
Yeah, what happens when
I
you
don't know who
teleport
that is.
straight up in the air,
It's a
Veda?
plane.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, enter the ethereal plane.
Okay,
Oh.
so
Is that where I go?
you get 2 mutants with wings from the mercenary quarter.
Give me your hands.
Then you have
He's real into that kind of stuff. Don't worry about it.
Pleased to meet you.
Dash.
That's how they say hello in his culture.
Just licks
You-
the palm.
You turn around.
Okay, so neither of them smell like gas or whatever.
Ugh.
Be gone.
Way with it.
Veda, you come forward. Gadget, roll a perception check.
She stinks of smoke and gasoline.
She sure does.
But not blood.
18.
But then again,
yeah,
my
you
hand's
would,
always stained with blood.
Yeah.
you would
you,
actually
uh,
smell like blood, to be honest, because you
carried-
carried a child that was bleeding.
Yeah, I sure did.
Yeah. So Veda is a prime suspect.
We
Oh,
don't. We
no.
don't actually think it's Veda. Come on.
I have an alibi. I was sleeping with Elaine.
Are we adding another line here?
Put that in
We're
the book.
same room.
We're add it to the book. The circle gets
Technically, I
ever.
would have helped her to bed when I got
The
home.
circle ever expands.
Someone didn't
both
carry
They
baited.
both
I-
flopped into their
Well,
bed.
because I remember when I got home. I know I'm not there, but when I got home, I like took whatever was left of the bottles out of their hands and put them down and cleaned up a bit. Helped me to her room.
That could've
Okay,
been me.
so here's the thing.
Drunkenly stumbling up the stairs.
That's not acceptable.
So
Elaine.
here's the thing. I don't think, with the way that Kenny did it, that he would actually smell like blood.
Because you put the pillow down.
Because he
and
put the
then
pillow
even
down
then-
over her face, and then sliced the throat, not like touching, just used a long blade to do it.
And what did he do with that
Is that-
blade?
Spray at all?
What?
Does that not spray at all?
I
don't
would think
know.
it would.
It
Through a
does?
pillow?
Arterial spray?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
there's-
know, guys. I've never sliced somebody's neck
I have
open.
watched
I
enough
haven't either. I've watched.
Quite
SVU
gruesome.
to
Yes.
know that when you stab or
It's
slash
a major,
and
major
slit somebody's
artery.
Yeah.
throat,
Okay,
that there's
again,
going to be a spray.
Am I have to go.
And what kind of
start going around
fancy
and killing
pillow?
people.
Well,
What kind of fancy plush pillow is this kid gonna have in
That got,
misery?
that got screamed off of her. So yes,
Yeah.
blood all over you.
There's no way he doesn't have
Okay.
blood on him.
Fine. I apparently don't know how bodies work well enough. My apologies.
Well, even if it was just like a drop or two, he'd still have that
Yeah.
scent on him with
Yeah.
heightened smell.
Okay. Fine.
haven't you watched any Quentin Tarantino movies?
No, I haven't. Have I? I don't think I have actually.
Actually, I don't know if we
No,
have.
because you're a good boy.
Lane.
I think what is it like Crazy 8? Isn't that a Quentin Tarantino one?
Haven't heard
Yeah.
of it.
Oh, right.
I think so.
I'm pretty sure that is.
haven't
I was just
watched
trying to think of a movie that would be like, overly gory, like unrealistically gory.
it. Like,
Yeah, I think you are
Yeah.
correct though with Quentin.
Kill Bill.
I've
Oh,
never
there
seen
you
it.
go.
Never seen
That's
it.
the one.
Yeah, neither's your
It's
neither.
a good one.
Okay. Anyway, so Gadget, roll a perception check.
I thought he did.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. Camera shot.
Oh, natural 20.
That was your first
At
roll?
20, first roll. Do I
Okay.
get 2?
No, it's just one.
Oh,
Why would you need a second one?
It doubles.
No. It's a sight roll. It's not a scent roll.
Wasn't his
No,
previous one 18 anyway?
No, it was a 20 before.
Oh.
Okay, so you look over. Nat 20, that's +4.
+5.
+5, okay.
So he's covered in blood.
No. You look, yeah, just completely red.
There's
You
blood
needed that.
everywhere.
You needed that nat 20.
Nobody looked at him.
Okay. You, as he's coming over, and first you notice. I'm gonna say right now, I'm gonna roll a check for him, I guess, but I'm gonna say right now that he's not able to contain his nervousness. Let's see.
Leo.
Oh boy.
That is a 4.
I will roll an insight.
Anyway,
Me too.
Kenny, you look like Anakin after he killed a bunch of younglings.
Triumphant.
and then on top of that, you notice that there are 6 lines on Kenny's hand.
6. That's a lot of favors.
Did Dash know that?
Yeah, I got
Dash-
2.
Dash has 2 lines on his hand.
Oh, right.
Kenny?
That was that evening.
Why do you only have 6 marks on your arm now instead of 7?
There was.
What did you do for Elwyn?
I like Dash's response. Okay.
And that's where we'll end it.
What'd you have him do for you? Oh, I bet it's something real sick.
So, here is the thing that I'm going to need help deciding on. Do you think that Kenny would just fly away? Or do you think he would actually confess?
Well, the trouble is, like, we're gonna have to
Well-
wait for Kenny to actually make that decision.
His stated answer at the end of the last game was that if he got confronted about it, he would just immediately spill due to guilt. But I don't know if this constitutes being confronted about it.
And I don't know if it depends on who confronted him.
Well, I
It wasn't
think
specific on-
his thing was if Molly just rats him out outright, then he would just come right out with it. This is Molly has been in surgery this entire time, and you guys kind of did investigation to get to this point. So
But she's not dead.
Okay, but Kenny is the only one that fits the description of who we're looking for.
correct.
And I noticed the one thing that would make Gadget actually put the pieces together.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna roll a d4 because I'm not letting anything other than fate decide this.
Yeah.
1 and 2, he's going to just fly away. 3 and 4, he will just confess and fall to his knees. Ready?
He might be awake.
Anything-
Okay.
Has he looked at any of the messages that we've been sending to the group?
Maybe,
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
don't
text
know.
him.
What time is it in Hawaii?
The
No.
last time he texted was at 9:07, so I'm gonna go ahead and say he.
And he flew to Hawaii?
So
That answers your question.
It is a 2. So
He's gone.
Kenny
He's gone.
Immediately flies up into the air.
I'd like to use Misty Step
I will use blink.
before he gets 30 feet away, and I'll just
We're
latch
making
onto
a
his back.
sandwich.
A candy sandwich.
Okay. Kenny does have a 22 strength, so that should be fine.
True, but when I'm grappling, I get to use not strength, but
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like he should be able to like carry both of you. Certain.
oh, no, I think I'm.
Or he'll
supposed to-
nosedive into another truck.
Oh, yeah,
my
that's
lord.
always an option.
Trying to knock you guys off.
Could I get Kenny to? Okay, so are both Veda and I hanging on Kenny?
Yeah, I guess.
How
so.
high up in the air are we?
He can go 80 feet in 6 seconds.
That's
But doesn't he still have to roll for it if he doesn't? Like, I have a feat that I can carry people with no like damage to my movement.
But she
He's
got
just trying
hampered.
to be buff.
Yeah.
Oh, with
She
2
got
people
hampered.
hanging off him?
Yeah.
80 feet with 2 of them on him?
Okay, give me a second, people.
Come on!
Just saying.
I have to load up things. I don't have your character sheets just randomly in front of me. Like all of you should. That is
I have mine here.
that is
I find that hard to believe with your 85 screens you have.
I only have 2 up and running right now. I need to get my 3rd one. That is a 23 strength. So
Damn.
I'm gonna go ahead
He's
and
strong.
say he's perfectly fine going up into the air.
Veda weighs nothing anyway.
Yeah, Veda's a cat.
Okay, then.
Scientific
Okay.
proof cats don't have bones.
All right,
Exactly.
hang on. I gotta start
That's
marking
great,
out.
You're liquid.
That one was.
Except for Yoda,
No.
he's heavy.
Yoda is a
And
solid
Kimiko.
boy.
And Kamiko, she's a tubby.
Yeah.
Yoda isn't fat, he's just solid.
Okay. I can't say the same thing about Kamiko.
Yeah, we will not say
Freaking-
the same thing about Kamiko.
Odin was actually like almost opening the garage door today to get in. Like we had him in the garage just while we were getting food ready for Griffin.
Griff.
And yeah, I saw the door handle and it like almost went all the way to unlatching. I'm like, seriously?
Once he does it once, that'll be it.
It's velociraptoring.
Okay.
Darn thing.
Okay. How high up are we? You said.
I'll go
80?
I'll go 70 feet or 60 feet
Holy.
actually.
Wow.
'Cause
Okay.
23 is a very high strength roll, so I'll cut him back a little bit, but
Yeah.
he got actually because he like got his full thing and then dash after that. So yeah, 60 feet's about right.
I'm gonna cast reduce on him.
Okay.
Does that make him a little bird?
Yeah.
Aw.
That's a Constitution save.
Okay. Oof.
Oh, buddy.
Oof.
Big oof.
What's your save?
16.
Okay, so he fails no matter what.
He's hanging out like, Kenny, don't just run. We're still investigating.
And now he's a
And then
pigeon.
he's boop.
And
Well,
then
how
we-
Does that mean they lose?
And then it's just kind of Veda and I hanging onto each other with a small cacategory size Kenny flapping
Yeah, I was
his
gonna say, how small does it
It's
make
like-
him? Does they lose grip on him? All of that dust just kicking up in your face too.
So what's happening to us?
You are plummeting towards the ground at a high
was
speed.
a terrible idea.
Okay, just relax. I got this, all right? And this is how calmly and slowly I'm talking, okay? No. All right, do I have time to cast Featherfall?
Roll,
60 feet?
9.8 meters per second squared.
Yeah, so that is like 2 or 3 seconds.
Then no, because it's 6 seconds to cast Featherfall, is it not?
It's an action. If it's an action, then yes.
It's an action, but then like I can like spend my whole turn. Featherfall is yeah.
If it's an action,
Oh,
then
it's a reaction.
It is a reaction, and one of the material is a small feather. So I'm like,
That's great.
And then I'm like, all right, hang on to me. And then
What just happened?
And then I start falling slowly.
I'm just hanging on like
what
Mary
about Kenny?
Poppins with one arm.
Is he plummeting them?
Who?
Oh, I've got Kenny by the scruff.
No, I'm hanging on to
Oh, I
them.
just forgot about it.
Okay.
Because the point was capture. And I used my level 4 spell on a bloody fire shield for flavor.
I mean, it was good flavor.
And Kenny's like,
got
hey
8
guys,
damage.
guys, this isn't cool. I don't like this. This sucks, guys. I don't really like this.
Yes, that's exactly what's going on.
How small actually is Kenny? How small does this make him?
I'm picturing that little Asian girl grabbing that pigeon by the head.
I think like 3 feet. I can't remember what a small is.
He's my size.
Yeah,
Little baby.
he's
he's still taller than Gar.
I thought you were about to say he's still taller than Cat.
Are you considered a small creature, Gar?
Probably.
Yeah,
Why are you looking
Gar
down?
is a small creature.
My eyes are up here.
No, they're not.
That's true.
Yes, Gar is considered small.
Oh, it's just you need a bitty.
So am I. It's okay.
Are you actually?
I'm probably still considered medium sized because I think halflings are medium sized. And I'm essentially a halfling.
But what about second breakfast? Okay. Do we want to play out the whole interrogating Kenny, or do we want to wait for Kenny?
All right, we
would probably have to wait for.
We'll
I
have
would
to.
really like that done in video form, please. That whole little scenario that just
We could
happened.
all just roll attacks and just beat the shit out of Kenny. Just round by round.
So what happened last game? We rolled Kenny. Cash forgot who he was for a second.
And he just kept punching and punching.
I never got a response, by the way. I tried texting him.
Yeah, no, I didn't think you would. Okay, so medium is 4 feet to 8 feet. So small is 2 feet to 4 feet. So you're still considered a medium creature.
Mm-hmm.
However, to be a small creature, then yes, we're gonna put Kenny at 3 feet.
Aw.
I'm taller than someone.
Yay!
Take
Even if
Kenny
it
like
is
a
in a
football and just punch
virtual
him out.
game.
2'7", I
You
think.
know what?
You're only 2'7", so he's just slightly taller than Gar.
I got 2'7".
Funny.
Anyway, so you guys ready for this?
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
We're going to skip over this for now, and we're going to have you head back to the hospital. Well, actually,
Can we just say that we arrested Kenny and put him in a holding?
yeah, that's fine.
All right, cool.
And our knuckles are bloody.
Sure. All right. So,
I just got a response.
what did he say?
I'm asking him the question.
Okay, doesn't matter. Let's hop back over to Elaine and Scarlet. As they're drinking coffee that reeks of more liquor than it does coffee.
Thanks.
And a member of staff in the hospital comes out, and they are holding a hat to their chest, and they walk up to you. Something don't work. Something a little sadder.
Oh, some cheerful music.
I wanted you to know that we tried everything that we could. And unfortunately, she had been through too much trauma. She fought as hard as she could, but Molly is no longer with us. I'm so very sorry, Scarlett. Let me know if there's anything we can do for you, and let me know what your plans are with her. Elaine, roll me an insight check at disadvantage.
He said if he's caught, he'd admit it.
And admit why he did
Just
it.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait.
Disadvantage, that's a 15.
Okay. So, something seems a little off about this. He walks away from you. Scarlett is beside herself, crying. You notice something a little bit off about what just happened.
I'm gonna quietly
This
get
is
up
her.
from next to Scarlet. Did the guy who came out go back into the other room?
Yes.
I'm gonna follow after him.
Roll a stealth check.
That's good. 23.
23. You follow behind him. He enters the other room, and you kind of sneak up to the door and peek through the window. And as you look through the window, you see the other 3 hospital staff standing against the wall, their hands kind of bound behind their backs. And you see him come in, kind of give a quick nod, and then you see another figure standing in there, kind of helping Molly a little bit. He looks up at the window, stares you dead in the eyes, and you see smoke start rising from his eyes as him and Molly vanish. And that's where we're going to end tonight's game.
Ooh. Notice him the whole time. Kenny's innocent.
Bitch!
Nice.
So yeah, that is where we're going to end it, everyone. And I hope everyone had a great time tonight investigating this lovely little mystery. The first one where we actually had some investigation going on.
I'm always investigating.
Always investigating.
She's got her badge now.
Yes, he does have a badge now. But
She's actually a detective.
Yeah. But yeah, now you guys have another little mystery to kind of solve. Anyway, hope everybody has a great night, and hope everybody enjoyed last week's world building, and the week before that, the wonderful slaughter of Molly, and this week, the investigation of that.
Good times.
And we will see you all next week. Have a great night, everyone.
Bye.
Love you.